Hey, hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to the Done Creative Live. How are all of you today? Good to see you. We've got 4 people here. Although this thing likes to lie, I don't ever know who exactly is here. And we have 8 likes on the video. Thank you for liking the video. That does help me with the algorithm and helps my channel grow a little bit since we are just a little over 200 subscribers over here now. I have my main channel, which has really taken off since I decided to finally move the live streams to their own channel, and we are quickly approaching 10K over there, so it's feeling cool over there. Hey AJ, how are you? How is everyone? Now we have 7 people and 8 likes on the video, so we're moving on up. So today we are having, like I just mentioned in the comments, a bit of a modified show because I will not be live tomorrow because of Easter or Ostera. So happy whatever you celebrate tomorrow and always. About to head to work. Fun times, fun times. Jen Jane is here. Hello. Yeah, so we're having a bit of a modified show today, where normally we would do 2 donations and then a free questions, 2 donations and then a free question. We're mixing it up because I want to be able to get to all the donations today and also offer a free question once in a while, because I don't want to be live for my regular 4 hours today because I have Easter baskets to prepare. I have, what else? What else do I have? I have next week's videos yet to edit and post because this week I had a full schedule of personal or private readings on Zoom or pre-recorded video where I upload. I only have 1 spot available next week, which would be Thursday, either 10:30 a.m. Mountain Time or 11:30 a.m. Mountain Time. So if you are having your heart set on getting a reading next week, email me. Let me find my email here. Oops. Delete that. I will post the email. This is where you can email me. Spell it right. Unphotodesign.com. That's the end part. That's where you can email me for information and pricing and scheduling for your private appointment. And that's where we can really go in and get some awesome answers. So, yes, happy Easter, everybody. So, what we're going to do to start out, I have had my eye on this little mini deck for a while. I don't know if you can see there. This is the Star Seed Wisdom for Spiritual Growth deck, a little mini deck by Rockpool. Much like my little fun Chakra Love messages, it's about the same size, if not the exact same size. Yeah, it is. Okay, so what we're going to do today is we're going to pull each of you a card that want one from this deck. All you need to do is put the word Star Seed in the chat, and I will love to pull you a card. And then we'll get into today's show. That's how we're going to run it. And I love the backs of these. They're all very star and cosmos themed. Beautiful. All right, let's see who wants a card. We get the list going here. We've got Cheyenne Downey. I think you're first every time, Cheyenne. You must have that trigger finger ready to go. I love that. Oh, Anna, Earthy Deva is here. I haven't seen you in a hot minute. How are you? All right, for Cheyenne, let's get a Starseed card for Cheyenne. You have release. Release anything that keeps you from your path of authenticity. Beautiful, beautiful energy to get right now because it is a good time to do that. All right, let me scroll back up a bit. We've got Vicky Downey next. Vicky wants a Starseed card as well. You have observation. Expand your consciousness by observing the divine matrix of life. Look at that. So being present, you can really observe when you're in the present moment. All right, Jamie Lee would like a card. A card for Jamie Lee. All right, here it is. You've got magnificence. You are amazing, magnificent, and unique, but most importantly, you are enough. I think many of us could use that little bit of knowledge these days. Oh, one of them turned, but we're just going to keep going. Oh, here it is, here it is. Fix that. Okay. Up next, Deep Shoe Nepal. If you're just joining us and you would like me to draw you a Starseed Oracle, go ahead and put the word Starseed in the chat. Deep Shoe. What is Deep Shoe's message today? We have Blue Star. Excuse me, I just inhaled some spit the wrong way. 1 second. Okay, I will now read it, now that I can speak. Follow the light of your inner compass, that blue star. It will lead you to the truth that resides within your soul. Beautiful message for you, Deep Shoe. Earthy Deva wants a card. Okay, here we have Earth Guide. Your sacred calling upon this planet is to simply love and be loved. Beautiful. And I love that you got Earth Guide and you go by Earthy Deva. That's beautiful. All right, XF would like a card. All right, you have choice. By staying conscious in your thoughts, you guide your journey in the direction of choice. Beautiful. All right, who is next? That was for XF, I believe. Yes, so Katie R., you are next. You've got fruition. Rest assured, your dreams and visions will come to fruition. Great message. Okay. AJ, Crazy Tempest, here is your card, my dear. Magnificence. You are amazing, magnificent, and unique, but most importantly, you are enough. Beautiful reminder. Michelle Lynn wants a card. All right, Michelle, you have guidance. You are not alone. You are guided by masters and teachers of the highest realms. Yes, you do. I've picked this up. You have some very powerful spirit guides, Michelle. You did not know, now you do. All right, so next we've got Joyful Journey. And again, if I'm looking or appearing to go out of order from what your list looks like, a lot of times they give me a different order than the people watching. So if you think I skipped you and we're all done, I will do like a last call for starseed cards so you won't miss out. So if it looks like I skipped you, hold tight, we will get to you for sure. Okay, so Joyful Journey, it's your turn. Got here, no limitations. You are a celestial being with unlimited potential. There is much for you to share. Absolutely. All right. Starseed for Deep Shoe's mom. We've got Magnificence. Wow, this one just wants to keep on coming out. You are amazing, magnificent, and unique, but most importantly, you are enough. Didn't you get that one too, Deep Shoe? Maybe there's something going on in your family and you both need that beautiful reminder. I could be mistaken though. Maybe you didn't get that one. I think you did though. Get to Lekka. Good to see you, my friend. We will get your card right now. You've got two. You got two. So you have observation. Expand your consciousness by observing the divine matrix of life. Also surrender. Surrender your need to control the outcome. Just be with life in this present moment. So both of these cards are all about being very present in the now moment. Great reminder. Okay. All right. Nazma Parveen. Cool name. All right. Would love a card for Nazma. We've got here Transcendence. Transcend your mind's limitations and allow your soul's light to truly shine. Beautiful. All right. You're so welcome, everybody. So if you're just checking on in, go ahead and put the word Starseed in the chat and I will pull you a card. But let me just wrap up what I do see here. Archie would like a card. Archie and Nazma, welcome. I don't think I have seen you guys here before, so welcome to the channel. Good to see you. So Archie, you have reflection. See all aspects of yourself through the reflection of the one who mirrors your hidden self. Awesome. Okay, Liz Lavender, good to see you. Let me just scroll back up. We jumped. Okay, Liz Lavender would like a card. Ooh, it flew right out. This is all about intuition. Trust your intuition. It has been guiding you to the answers that you seek. Awesome message. If you guys want to test your intuition over on my main channel, which is the first link in the description, I have a whole playlist of 26 different intuition exercises you can do to stretch your mind, to tap into that intuition, just to see how well you do. It's always fun to try those out. Okay, any more starseeds? We've got Emily S. wanting a card. Magnificence. You are amazing, magnificent, and unique, but most importantly, you are enough. This is a mood today, that is for sure. This one keeps coming out. Up next, we've got Stardust. Hello, my friend. Good to see you. We've got some donations coming in from Gitaleka Ray and Michelle Lynn. I will get you ladies on the list right after I finish with our star seeds. Okay, so Stardust, here is your card. Earth Guide. Your sacred calling upon this planet is to simply love and be loved. Beautiful. I think I say beautiful after all of them because these are such great messages. Okay. If you would like a card and we haven't pulled one for you yet, go ahead and put the word Starseed in the chat. Starseed. Put the word Starseed in the chat and I will draw you a card. And let me just make sure I didn't miss anyone. Awesome. Cool, AJ. Have a fun day at work. Okay, so Kim, good to see you here. I think this is the first time I've seen you, or maybe have been a while, maybe. Kim would like a starseed card. We've got no limitations. You are a celestial being with unlimited potential. There is much for you to share. There's that word again. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, up next, let's see, any more starseeds in the chat? Starseeds have entered the chat. Whoa, that's way, way too many. And I wasn't even drawing for any. Let's see. Put those in upside down. Let me get my bearings here 1 second, everybody. There, keep those all back the right way. And then I saw one more starseed. Okay. Been told that you're a starseed. May you get a card, please? Absolutely. Abanika. No, that's not right. Abantika Das. Beautiful. Okay, you get 2 cards because 2 cards fell out for you, my dear. You've got freedom. Follow your heart and nurture your soul with love and freedom to grow. You also have strength. Strength and freedom. What great words. Amazing. So you are being guided by the cosmos. Stay strong. Positive outcome is assured. Keeping the faith. Keep having the faith. You're going to do it. Okay, I think that's all the star seeds I am seeing here. Your whole family's watching. Oh, that's so fun. I love that. Let's get a collective message here for all of Kim's family that are watching. We've got Gaia. Connect to the pulse of Mother Earth. She will guide you through this time of change. Maybe you guys are all going through some changes in your life, and that's a great collective message. Oh, Lori's here. I'm so glad you're here. Gitaleka Ray says, your intuition videos are awesome. Those were the first videos which drew my attention to this channel. Oh, that's so fun. Yeah, my first intuition exercise has really been taking off in the algorithm lately, so it's got up over, I want to say, at least 110,000 views right now, and a lot of those have actually come since 2021. So it's heading on up. All right, I think that's all of the starseeds. If you want to, Lori, and all of those who have just arrived, if you want to put the word starseed in the chat, I will draw you one of those cards. And I'm going to go ahead real quick and add Gitaleka Ray and Michelle Lynn. Oh, and Stardust. Thank you for your donation as well, my dear. All right, we've already got quite a decent list going today, and we are doing the free questions slightly different than normal. Instead of doing 2 donations, then a free, 2 donations, then a free, like our regularly scheduled Saturday live show, we're doing it slightly modified because tomorrow is Easter, and I won't be working tomorrow, and I have a slew of videos and editing and Easter baskets and stuff to do today for tomorrow and for the week ahead that I need to get to, because I had so many private readings to do this past week, which I am not complaining. That is where I thrive. That is where I love to be, is one-on-one with you guys. In this coming week, I have a decently full schedule as well. I do have one opening on Thursday at 10:30 a.m. Mountain Time or 11:30 a.m. Mountain Time. We can start at either one. So if you would like to book that appointment, you can feel free to email me at this address. If I spelled it right. Amanda@dunphotodesign.com. That's where we'll be. So let's go ahead and grab a starseed for Lori and Kara. I think that's how we say that. And then we will wrap this up and get right into Cheyenne's question. And she already has it posted. Look at her. Overachiever. So we will get right into that very soon. We've got Lori. Lori, you've got 3 cards. A whole bunch more landed in my lap, but that's what landed on the table. So Lori, we're going to read all 3 of these cards for you. You are just an overachiever as well, Lori. We've got Gaia. Connect to the pulse of Mother Earth. She will guide you through this time of change. Absolutely. You also have Inner Alchemy. Inner Alchemy is achieved when you react to fear with love. Okay, and Advancement. A strong energy is propelling you forward. Follow the stirrings of your heart, Lori. Great energy there. So Kara, I hope that's how we pronounce that. If I'm mispronouncing that, I apologize. Kara would like a starseed card. And I think that's all the starseeds I am seeing here. So we will go ahead and get into Cheyenne's question right after Kara's starseed pull. You get 2 as well, Kara. There we go. You've got light. It is time to reveal your radiant light to the world. So, and Spirit's really giving me a message for you right now, Kara. Anything you've been kind of going back and forth, should I, shouldn't I, should I? Spirit's saying take that leap of faith. It's not going to steer you wrong. It's going to really be a beautiful breakthrough in your life. You also have the gratitude card, Kara. Universal love shines through the miracles of life all around you. So something you've been dreaming about doing, now is the time to take that leap of faith, Kara. That's a little extra message from Spirit that they just needed you to know today. So I hope that brought you some guidance. Amanda is so fantastic. I would definitely get a private reading from her. I did. Yeah, Lori, your reading was so amazing. I'm still like blown out of my mind, like how much information came through for you. So much cool stuff. Okay, Cheyenne, we're going to get right into your question, my dear. When will I be able to comfortably afford my braces? They are 3,000 euros, and I know that's even more than 3,000 US dollars, so that's quite a chunk of change. Let's roll that astro die, and then we can get some more information about that, because a lot of times those angel answer cards don't want to come right out and say anything. We might try them today, though, but let's just try to roll this astro die. We've got 9. That could be 9 weeks, 9 months, possibly the month of September. And I just heard from Spirit, maybe you can look into some sort of payment plan. A lot of places will offer some sort of payment plan where you can pay over like a year's time or, however long. Looking into that might be beneficial for you, so you can actually get going quicker on the braces and be paying them off over time. Yeah, be assertive. So ask your dental place if they do offer some sort of payment plan, because that's quite a chunk of change that most people don't just have lying around. So just asking if there's a way to pay as you go. I'm sure there will be some sort of offer like that. Let's just get one more on that, and we can get you some more guidance on that as well. Let go. Yeah, so the way you're trying to make this happen, or maybe the specific office you're wanting to go through, might not be your best route. I think there is going to be a place where you can be able to pay it off over time, where you're going to get taken care of, really high quality work, and all of the above. Let's see what's on the back of the deck. Yeah, don't stop. Don't give up on this. This is going to be something that'll really benefit your self-confidence, to be able to feel like your teeth are straight, and it'll just make you feel like you can smile better. So it's definitely something that will benefit you, your vibration in the long term. But again, asking about a payment plan is going to be your best bet. I want to grab also one from the Moonology. Any word of advice for Cheyenne about getting the braces? Any word of advice, dear Spirit? Here it is. You got 2. Yeah, a win-win outcome is forecast. And to me, this does feel like going back to that payment plan, finding a place where you can get your braces and not have to pay it all at once. That would be lovely. And also step out of your comfort zone. So again, having the braces for a while won't be totally fun, because, it's kind of awkward to have these things kind of in your mouth and twisting your teeth in different directions and stuff, but it's all going to pay off, because again, it's going to help raise your vibration, your confidence level. It's going to be a good move, all said and done. I hope that resonated for you, Cheyenne. I do see probably 9 weeks, 9 months or the month of September are kind of the main ones that are really standing out to me. Okay, but doing some research, maybe even into that Invisalign. There's something called Invisalign. There's some other kind of more invisible braces that you can search out online and find a local place where you could get fitted and all that. I'm not sure how all that works. I've never had braces, but I've seen advertisements for things like that. But yes, let's go ahead and get into Katie R's question. She is next. And I am going to repost my list so I have it at hand when we're finished with Katie Lee, or Katie R. And then after Katie R, we have Jamie Lee. Reading Jamie Lee's name, and I said Katie Lee. Okay. And we've got a donation coming in from Lori. Thank you so much, Lori. You're so sweet. Let me add you as well. Lori. There we are. Okay, there is our updated list. So, copy that. So I've got it. We're going to get into Katie R's question. I'm just curious, does BG fantasize or dream about me? Okay, let's find out from Angel Answers. And then we'll go to the Romance Angels for some follow-up, and maybe the Love Affirmators deck for some follow-up. We've got here perfect timing. So I think there are times in his life where he is really thinking about you, fantasizing, wishing you guys were together. But then there are other times where he is quite busy and it's a bit for you to come across his radar. But this here says trust that whatever it is your intuition is saying about this is correct or is true. But with this let go card here, to me this is almost saying that Spirit just said, that they're like, and I'm not trying to be mean, but Spirit's like, does it really matter? Because Spirit sometimes can be blunt. Like, I would never just put it out that way. It's almost like, and I can't remember. I know you've asked about BG in the past, but I don't remember the guidance that Spirit has given you. But it's almost like BG is probably not your best bet moving forward. Like, for your ultimate happiness, I think there is someone else that would be better suited for you for your ultimate happiness for the long term. But let's get some Romance Angel messages about if BG fantasizes about you, dreams about Katie R. Well, we do have honeymoon, so yeah, there is this sense of timing involved. There may just be a lot going on in his life right now to where, again, there are those days he really does think about you, but then other days he's really busy, wrapped up in what he's doing. But I think that he does think about what a future, because this is like an ultimate future card. Like, what would a future with Katie look like? Let's see what else Spirit wants to offer up. We've got religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So I don't know that you guys are on the same page spiritually or religiously. Maybe he's one religion, or he doesn't believe in anything and you're very spiritual, something like that. There's like an imbalance in the spiritual aspect of who you guys are. But, you know, because you're asking if he does dream or fantasize about you, that could be that he wishes he could be more spiritually attuned to you, because he's just not there right now. But again, I think there is this strong attraction with him for you. Just a lot going on in his life to kind of balance that out to where he's not reaching out right now. But again, Spirit's kind of like, she could still do better. So take that as it resonates. That's not me. I would probably try to cushion that a little bit. But yeah, Spirit's almost showing me like you'd be settling if you tried to rein him back into your life. Not that he's a bad person. It's just that your vibrations are quite different. You know what I mean? Okay. You're so welcome, Katie. Okay, so up next, we've got Jamie Lee. My neighbors are yelling hi to each other. Okay, Jamie Lee, you are up next, my dear. And then Get to Lecker Ray, you're right on deck. And then I think we're going to take our very first free question mosh pit. We're kind of doing it more randomly today rather than every 2 readings. So we're going to get into Jamie Lee's question, and then Get to Lekka's question, and then our first free question mosh pit. Okay, so be on the lookout or hold on to your hats for that. It's always a fun time. So Jamie Lee says, Amanda, my question is whether I should focus on mending my relationship with Aloy or wait for Kenneth to reach out and work something out with me. I haven't spoken to Ken for around a month, and it was on and off since November, but my feelings for him are still there. I'm constantly torn between who I actually want to be with in the long run and who is the one who can truly give me what I'm looking for. Can't seem to detach from either. I seem to have feelings for both, but I really want to invest into a connection with one only. That makes total sense. And a lot of times when there's so much going on, like on a romantic level, it's almost like the fact that there are two people that catch your attention and who would be best for you and everything. It's almost like sometimes Spirit says the best way for you to really know or tune into who is best for you is to almost not forget about either or both, but just to really focus on your self-love, your self-care, being that complete person on your own before trying to find someone who would, quote unquote, complete you. Because there are a lot of people out there that like, I want a man to complete me. I want a woman to complete me. I want someone to complete me. And that's all good and whatever. But like, you'll find that once even then you get into a relationship, you're still waiting for this person to complete you, but that's your job to do on your own. And I think that's just a solid piece of advice for anyone looking to date, anyone who's already in a relationship. Like, that's just, self-love, self-care, taking care of your own needs on your own, and anything else a partner will bring in will be extra icing on the cake, if that makes sense. But let's just do a Lloyd pile, a Kenneth pile. Okay, really tap into this for you, Jamie Lee, my dear. No worries, Michelle. We'll get right into it for you. But I love that you're quick to the draw. Look at you. Okay. For Aloy and Jamie Lee. For Kenneth and Jamie Lee. Okay, wow. So with Aloy and you, Jamie Lee, we've got here, get more information. So there may be something he's got going on in his life that you don't know about at all. And that could be why maybe there's this distance between the two of you, is just that he's got his attention maybe on other things. So that's for Aloy. With Kenneth, we do have the romance card. So it's almost like Spirit's kind of trying to direct you down Kenneth's path. I think he would be your ultimate best match between the two of them. Not to say there may be, not maybe, who knows, someone else, somewhere out there for you that would be even a better match. But between the two of them, at least in this current energy, it looks like Kenneth would be your best bet. Let me just scroll up to the beginning part. Mending your relationship with Aloy. I think, with this get more information, this could look like you trying to cut cords, release attachment of the past, and kind of release the energy that's been between the two of you, especially if there's been a resistance between the two of you, trying to heal that and release that. And then to see where it goes from there after you do a bit of healing and release. Let's pull a card. If Jamie Lee does do some healing and release surrounding Aloy, what will the relationship between the two of them be? Or will this be a more beneficial relationship? We've got here trust. So this is you trusting your intuition. And to me, getting more information, this is a very internal thing. This is very meditative. Trust is also very meditative, or trusting your own intuition. So going within where Aloy is concerned, your best bet is to go within, meditate, probably for both Aloy, Kenneth, or anyone else, but trusting the knowledge that you get from your own higher self, from your own soul. That's going to be first and foremost. So with this romance card you got with Kenneth, let's see what Spirit wants you to know about your relationship. Is pursuing a relationship with Kenneth Jamie Lee's best path between Kenneth and Aloy? We've got here remain positive. So again, remaining positive that the relationship between you and Kenneth would work out is going to be a really good catalyst to get this relationship rolling. But again, you could almost take remain positive as either or. Remaining positive that whoever it is that's meant for you, the other one will start kind of phasing out of your life. Putting that intention in that the one that's meant for you, it will become very clear. The signs will be very clear to you. So let's just get an overall, are either of these people good for Jamie Lee? Sorry. We have here let go. So this isn't, to me, you just letting go of both of them and going on with your life. To me, this is letting go of the attachment to an outcome of, oh, I want this one to work. Oh, I want this one to work. But just kind of, like we were getting with that release energy with Aloy, I think that would be beneficial with both, because each person, Aloy and Kenneth both, would start to feel the pull of your energy pull away. And sometimes that might be just enough for this person to be like, hey, I felt they pulled their energy away from me. Let me reach out to them and see if everything's okay. Why did they pull their energy back? It's energetic and it's subconscious, but somehow, some way it's going to get like that information or that, what do you call it? Just the fact that you pulled your energy back, it's going to get to them. Like the information, even if you don't call them and say, hey, hit me up when you want, I'm pulling back. Like, you don't have to do any of that. This is all internal. This is all meditative, putting your intentions out there. But as a result, because energy is the truth of everything, when you start pulling your energy back, even if you haven't said a word to someone that I'm pulling my energy back, subconsciously or energetically, they feel it. So that might be just enough to really kind of give Kenneth that kick in the pants to be like, hey, she must be serious about this because she's pulling back. So am I serious enough to go her direction, or do I want to release this? So remaining positive overall is your best word of advice. But ultimately, this is your choice. And I think we may have kind of come across that information before for you. And in this current timeline, I know things change, so you can ask me the same question twice over time, and you may get different answers because actions you've taken or not taken will kind of shift timelines, make things closer or farther apart, or totally close out different things. Like it's all relative to the actions you're taking, the intent you're putting out there, and just your vibration. Your vibration will attract what it's meant to. So if some of these people are lower vibration than you, it will be harder for you to bring them up to your level. And I definitely don't want you to kind of stoop to their energetic level either, because you need to vibe high. That's what we're here to do right now as a collective. But some of these people that are trying to play games or string you along, or maybe they have other people on their radar besides just you, that's probably not the best energy for you to go in. And your own self-love, your own self-care, your own self-respect is priority one, is what Spirit's showing me. But as far as what Spirit showed today, I think Kenneth is your best bet for a long-term commitment. There would be a lot more work or healing involved if you really do have your heart set on going with Aloy long-term. There's a lot of healing from past baggage or wounds or words that were spoken to bring that relationship up where it needs to be vibrationally or energetically for you to have a long-term stable commitment with Aloy. So Kenneth, between the two of them, looks like your best bet, or kind of the easiest path and probably the longest term relationship just in the current energy we're in. So I hope I didn't confuse you. I hope that was, brought you some clarity a little bit. Yeah, Amanda, I'm not so attached to the idea of being with Ken already, focusing on myself. Okay. Yeah, so true. I argued with Aloy yesterday, and I kind of gave up on the connection completely, but he came forward again. Yeah, so maybe just you doing that cord cutting, trying to remove your energy and just bring it all within. Because Spirit's showing me, again, just like KDR's question, not that these are bad people. These are not bad people. It's just energetically, there is something better than either of these two guys for you ultimately long term. And you could still, try with Kenneth, try with Aloy, but I think almost like you'd be coming up against a brick wall eventually. Like you can only grow as far as Kenneth is willing to grow, or as far as Aloy is willing to grow. But you've already kind of grown beyond where they're going to hit that brick wall at. So it's almost like you're going to have to keep climbing over that brick wall and try to bring them with you. And there's probably just a more spiritual connection with a guy who's already on your level vibrationally somewhere out there. And in the meantime, you just working on you, leveling up. It's almost like you're going to put yourself in alignment and vibration with someone who would be a more spiritual connection, or like a spiritual match for you, is really what Spirit's showing me. But absolutely, it's your prerogative. If you want to quote unquote settle energetically for either of these guys, it's going to be a lot of work with Aloy, and probably a lot of frustration with Kenneth because he won't be on your level ultimately. So you can save yourself a lot of frustration, heartbreak, and all that by just focusing on you for a while and then attracting a more stable soulmate connection for later on. Okay, you're so welcome, Jamie Lee. But ultimately, you're in charge of this. You're in control. You are in control. That makes so much sense. You're so welcome, sweetie. Okay, so get to Leka. You are next, and then we're going to take our free question mosh pit questions. Okay, so what advice does my future self have for me, which might be regarding who I am deep down, what my life calling is, and regarding my true potential and courage level? I love these types of questions because we can really get to the heart of some awesomeness. We're going with these 4 decks because Spirit's already got a lot to say. Your higher self is already such an advanced being. So we're going right in. Let's actually start with this deck. This is the Archangel deck. Anything like his higher self, or sorry, future self, has regarding who she is deep down, life calling, true potential, courage level, anything at all. We've got here comfort. I am with you in your time of need, helping to heal your heart. So this is your future self reaching back to say anything that's really been uncomfortable for you, anything that has been heartbreaking or just kind of missed the mark as far as love or career, where you thought something would turn out a really beautiful way and it didn't. This is letting your future self letting you know this is all happening for your highest good ultimately, but your future self is like, I'm guiding you, I'm comforting you through these changes, through what's going on here. Also, we have teaching and learning. Keep an open mind and learn new ideas, then teach these ideas to others. So you are a spiritual teacher deep down. You are someone who loves learning spiritual knowledge. And even if you don't work as some sort of guru or, kind of similar to what I'm doing here, that doesn't matter, because whatever it is you choose as a line of work, you're going to be spreading these beautiful spiritual messages through them, through maybe the clientele you're working with or through the coworkers that you're working with. That is one message, one pretty decent message from your future self. Get to like a the purpose, life calling, potential, and courage level. Wow, we have here let go. Walk away from this situation in order to resolve it. So pairing that up with comfort, it feels to me like your future self is trying to kind of hold your hand through something that you're going through currently or will be going through in the near future. In the next 2 years or so, there's going to be something going on in your life. It's basically as a result of you leveling up spiritually. And there may be certain relationships or jobs that are going on now that won't serve you a year, 2 years from now. And your higher self, your future self just wants you to know it's okay to let go and walk away from the things that are no longer serving you. That doesn't mean you failed. That doesn't mean that you did something wrong. It just means that you have leveled up so much spiritually that certain things just aren't in alignment with you anymore. But this is good. This is like that snake shedding their skin. It's because they have grown so much that, it's almost like graduating high school and moving on to college, spiritually speaking. That's what I see here. And you can choose to remain where you're at, but ultimately you will feel stifled or stuck or like you're not giving your life's potential or purpose. And you may already be feeling this a little bit, because I think you are a very spiritual person. So you may already be feeling bits of this, thinking, oh, this is the job I thought I wanted, but I'm just not feeling spiritually fulfilled. Or, it feels more like you're chasing money and success rather than spiritual liberation from this world, and stuff like that, which we all struggle with these things, no matter what job, no matter what relationships we do. You write in Quora on philosophy, etc. Well, that really aligns with your teaching and learning thing right there. That's beautiful. Let's get another message from your future self. Yes, you are a healer as well. So you probably do put healing messages in your words. Whatever it is you're writing about, you are putting those healing messages forward. You have the spiritual gift of healing and a desire to share it with others. So even if you're not working again as an energy healer or something like that, that doesn't mean you're not still healing people. You are. No matter where you work, no matter where you stand in line at a grocery store, you are putting out that healing vibration, and all around you will benefit. So what else? Other messages get to Leka's future self have for her today. We've got gardens. Something lovely will grow from this. So you've already planted a lot of really fertile seeds, and you're starting to see a lot of abundance come into your life as a result of all of your hard work paying off. But again, I think at some point, in the next year or two, maybe you're already kind of feeling this energy. You may feel like, yeah, I'm successful. Yeah, I've accomplished all these things, but it doesn't fulfill me the way maybe something else would. So that doesn't mean you have to quit your job and go live in an ashram somewhere or something like that. This just means finding really, meaningful things you can do as hobbies, or eventually maybe even changing jobs to something that does feel more purposely fulfilling to your higher self, your soul's alignment, what you're here to do. What else? We've got sundress. Do it for you. Absolutely. So I keep saying higher self, but I think the reason I keep saying that instead of future self is because your future self is so much in alignment with your higher self, it's almost indistinguishable. Like, you've raised your vibration so much as your future self 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the road from now, that you have embodied a lot of your higher self in a human meat suit, so to speak. But you're going to be doing things that feel more in alignment for you, things that you feel make you feel purposeful and useful and a healer and a teacher. And that is the number 41, which is all about change. Number 4 plus 1 is 5, which is all about change. But again, the change is going to be looking like you going from Get to Lekker Ray right now, the caterpillar, to Get to Lekker Ray in the chrysalis, to Get to Lekker Ray as the butterfly. Like, that's how much spiritual leveling up you're going to be doing in these next few years, to where the life you're living right now might be not even recognizable to the you of 5 years from now. Yeah, you lift people up when they're feeling down. Yes, you just have such a calming and healing aura and vibe to you that you have no choice but to help and heal people, because that's who you are. And you're going to be embodying that so much more. But one word of advice from your future self is to hydrate more. 27 is 9. You're at the end of one cycle, and to really level yourself up the way you need to. It's almost like that caterpillar that's, binge eating to really give itself the fuel it's going to need to create that chrysalis, and then to turn itself to goo or sludge within that chrysalis, and then to reproportion itself into that butterfly. So drinking a lot of water is going to help you raise your vibration. Is really what your future self is showing here. So wow, that was really beautiful breakdown of good stuff. I mean, they're not always going to be easy changes, but ultimately your future self wants you to know that this stuff is inevitable and it's needed for you to go through these shifts and changes to get you to where you can be on that more higher self level. And it's really going to make you feel very purposeful in the life you're leading in the near future. So I hope that resonated for you, my dear. And thanks again for your lovely donation. You always send such amazing donations. Thank you so much. All right. So I hope that resonated for you. And we are going to now get into our free question mosh pit. We've got 11 people in the chat. We've got 11 likes on the video. We've got 11 going on. Look at that. That's so magical. Now we've got 12, so the magic is broken. No, it's not. But if you are here to get a free question answered, now is the time. Right now, go ahead and post your question only one time, please, in the chat. There are only 12 people here, so it won't get lost in the shuffle. If you all just post your question one time, I will give you a moment to go ahead and post that right now. And then my guides and angels will help me intuitively select one of your questions, and we will get into it for you. And after we get back, we have, I did see another donation come through. And I know I've seen this name before. If whoever sent that, you may have already let us know. But if you could let me know that you sent it, that would be awesome. But let's see, we've got, it's the name Ayesha. I don't want to say the last name, but Ayesha, if you're here, let us know so I can add you to the donation list, my dear. I know I've seen you before, so it's probably going to be someone like, oh yeah, I knew that was you. Like, I do that sometimes. Okay. So I will go ahead and tentatively put Ayesha, or Ayesha, however you say your name. That's going to be our running list. Okay, new subscriber. Well, thank you so much for subscribing and hanging out with us today. Let's see. May I ask, does R still love me? I hurt him a lot. I get mixed readings. Please guide. I want to make things right. Oh, okay. So Get to Leka says, thanks a lot. I will send another donation for a general question. Awesome. Thank you so much, Get to Leka. Always appreciated. Okay, so for Arshi, if I'm saying that wrong, I apologize. Arshi, thanks for your subscription. But let's just see if R still loves you. Hurt him a lot and get mixed readings. Please guide. I want to make things right. Okay, yeah. So we have here this sense of recovery. Maybe words that were spoken, things that were done really did hurt him. So there is this sense of recovery where he just needs time alone to heal from what happened. Maybe you need time alone to heal from what happened between the two of you. Because I don't think it was just all you being this bad guy. I think he played into it as well and maybe even knew what he was doing to try to provoke you into saying things or doing things that you didn't really want to say or mean to say, but you said them and you can't take it back. So there is this sense of healing that needs to take place, maybe releasing all the past traumas, wounds, resentments that have kind of piled up between the two of you. So giving him a little bit of space right now, I think is going to be key. Allowing him to heal from what has gone on between the two of you. But let's get, if he could tell you anything right now, what would it be? This will give us a read on his thoughts and if he still loves you, what's going through his mind in this current moment about your energy. Okay, we got one here. We got passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. So this to me feels like he does still have feelings for you. He does still love you. This is an absolute yes. Ding, 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 we have a winner. He absolutely does still have feelings. He's seeing another girl. I fear losing him. No communication since months. Yes, okay. So that makes sense. But this is to let you know that he still does love you. He still does have those feelings for you. And it's almost like he's seeing this new person as kind of like a proving to himself, like, I don't need her. See, I can do it without her. And kind of proving to you, like, see, he's moved on to hurt you. Probably to hurt you because of what happened between the two of you. Not that he doesn't like this new girl, but I don't see a deep connection between the two of them the way that you two have. And he still has that feeling for you. Even if he is mad at you on top of that feeling, it's still there. It says here, don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. So to me, with this, pairing this up with the recovery here, this is really just saying to really focus your energy on healing your own heart. You know, you can go into meditation and meet with our higher self and apologize and say all the things you want to say without actually texting him or reaching out to him. You can go directly to his higher self and say everything you want to say to him. Let him know, I'm sorry. I wished I'd have done things, everything you want to say. You can even write him a letter that you don't even have to send. I mean, if you feel the need to send it, that's also your prerogative. But Spirit's almost showing me you doing this as a bit of cleansing, to be able to cleanse yourself from what happened. But don't make decisions based on guilt, because a lot of, even the way you kind of worded this was you want to make things right. And that's totally understandable. You do want to make things right, but it's almost like really recovering your own heart, your own soul, and seeing where you feel after that. That'll really help you figure out your own feelings first, because a lot of times when we don't even know our own feelings, or we're running around trying to help others with their feelings or try to fix other people, like it can even confuse us about what we want, what we feel. So just kind of taking a bit of a time out from the dating scene or from loving other people romantically, and just really giving yourself that really much needed love, attention, time, healing, releasing of past relationships, not even just with R, but any other relationships you've had where things didn't work out, or maybe crushes you had where they didn't like you back. I mean, that all can kind of start accumulating in that heart chakra, the root, sacral, and solar plexus chakras as well. Like it kind of becomes like a clogged artery, so to speak, energetically, but you can clear these things. This is not energy you can't come back from, because absolutely I feel you can. So let's tap into a self love, self-care message for you, my dear Archie. Let's just see if anything Spirit wants you to do to take better care of yourself. Okay, this makes so much sense about cleaning out that cleared artery I was just talking about. Cleaning your space, both internally, clearing out, healing, doing what you need to do to heal on the inside, and also doing that as a reflection on the outside, cleaning out closets, cleaning windows, just cleaning up your space will really help that new energy feel like it's flowing in better. And I know it sounds kind of out there, like, oh, me cleaning my room or my place, that's going to make me feel better. But yeah, actually, it'll help a lot. And also doing that internal cleansing we kind of talked about. Let's go to a chakra love message for you, Archie. One chakra love message, please, Spirit. A chakra she can really focus on to clear this energy or to heal this energy that's going on. Yeah, this makes sense with that root chakra, with that passion card you guys got. That is that root and going up into the sacral chakra. So it says strength. Strength comes from your connection to the root of your being. So just getting back in touch with your own inner self, the root of you, your soul. That's really going to help you. And this is the crystal of smoky quartz. So that might be a really good crystal for you to carry around or have near you to really help you go through these healing and cleansing changes you want to make in your life. So I hope that resonated and brought you some guidance, Archie. And I'm so sorry you're going through this. I know you're going to be able to get through it. Just focus on you, doing any meditation or healing you need to do. If you do at any point feel like you want to reach out to him and apologize, that's always your prerogative if you would like to do that as well. But just, use your intuition on when or how to reach out. But I think for the time being, just giving him some space is your best bet. Allowing him to do whatever he's doing and exploring this new relationship. I have a feeling that relationship won't last that long. It's almost like the writing's already on the wall in that relationship because he again was trying to fill a void of what happened between the two of you, and he can't do it with this specific person. He kind of almost needs to just be single for a while himself to really recover from what happened and, really get his own feelings and thoughts. Oh, God bless you too, Archie, and I hope that resonated for you. But focus on you for a while. It'll really pay off in either a reunion with R or a whole new connection, whatever your higher self has in store for you. All right. Okay. You guys are hanging out and talking in the chat. I've never even heard of that show. Cool. All right, let me put my list once again. And also, I forgot to add Ayesha. If Ayesha is here, if you let us know who you were, I did not see it, so I apologize. But Ayesha, you did donate, so I definitely want to get you on our donation list here. I'm going to add you. I totally forgot to save that one. I'm going to save this one and delete the other one. Okay, so that's our current list. Whoever Ayesha is, and I know I've seen the name before. I just don't remember the name of you in the chat here. But I'm sure once you tell me, I'll be like, oh yeah, I knew that. Okay, so that is our running current list. So we've got, oh, actually, I should have deleted some of those off of there. See, I'm behind the times. I'm behind the times. Let me, Michelle Lynn, and you already posted your question. I could probably scroll up and find that. If you didn't want to post it again, that is totally fine. Let me just save the new list. Delete that list as well. Looks like I put myself in timeout removing 2 messages in a row. Okay. Michelle Lynn already posted her question right up here, and it wasn't that long ago. There it is. Okay, I appreciate what you do so much. I'm curious, will I develop psychic abilities and connect to other realms to deliver messages to others? I've been interested in this since I was a kid. I love what you do. Oh, I love what you do, Michelle. You're awesome. And you reposted it for me. Thank you. Let's just tap into that energy. Let's just see about you developing your psychic abilities and connecting to other realms, developing your gifts, delivering messages to others, whatever Spirit wants you to do. Okay, I think you definitely have that ability. The fact that since a young child you've had this really deep sense that you want to help others this way, it was put there for a reason. You have the universe card. We're all just stardust. This is part of your path, I think. Even if you're just doing this kind of on the side for $1 here, $1 there, or just to help friends and family. Like, I've been reading cards since 1997, but it was just in the last couple of years that I started charging and branching out. So for like 20 plus years, I just read for myself, my friends, my family, and that was that. So, you know, you may be on a slightly different trajectory than me, but that's just what I did. I didn't think that it was worth enough to put this information that people would actually pay for it. Like, I had a very low self-esteem for many years, and I still struggle, but like, I've come so far. So your own self-esteem, trusting your own intuition, these are really going to be key factors or key players in being able to do this. Oh, thank you, Lori. You're cute too. You're so sweet. But we also have the forgive card, the red forgive. So this is respecting your own self enough to forgive yourself for things that have transpired in the past, things you've been through that maybe you beat yourself up for, just feeling like you weren't good enough. Like, that's one thing we all do, that kind of imposter syndrome where we think, well, I haven't been doing this that long, or I've been doing this a really long time, but I see people that have been doing it less time than me that are so good at it. Like, imposter syndrome kind of comes in. So forgiving yourself for anything you beat yourself up about, or just, you know, things that you thought were one way and now aren't. These things are, you know, just really leaning into your own spirituality. That's going to help put you on the path to help people. But also just having a really open heart that you will be helping people that need your help, and the universe will start bringing those people to you, whether they are starting out as people you're reading for free just to kind of get yourself down to a system, or to really feel and tap into how that feels for you. And then when you do kind of start feeling like, oh, I could maybe charge for this, and then your ego comes in like, no, you couldn't, you're not good enough, like mine did. Working through that as you go. But also here you have the nostalgia card, focus on the here and now. So that nostalgia of you as a child wanting to do this for other people when you grew up, now is the time. Focus on the here and now. If you don't have, I'm pretty sure you probably have a deck or two, or maybe more. Buy a couple of decks, mess around with them, ask some close friends and family members if you can do readings for them. And it is sometimes harder to read for those you know, because a lot of what you already know about them will pop up in the cards. And it's like, well, you're not really telling me anything that you wouldn't know because we're sisters or we're friends or whatever. So it can be actually harder sometimes to do readings for those you know, because you know them so well, and so much of what you're getting is reflected in the cards because you already know them. But maybe even having a friend of a friend, say, you know, you have a really good friend and she's got a friend that you don't know at all, seeing if you can connect up with that friend of a friend to do a reading for her, and just ask her in exchange, all she needs to do is give you some constructive criticism or feedback about what information she got. You just got a tarot deck, still learning. I just read for myself so far, but I never know if the cards pop out accidentally or from spirit. Well, I like to say there are no accidents. So, but use your own intuition. Sometimes when a whole stack of cards falls down, I know, okay, it was kind of because spirit did influence it, but too many fell out, so they're telling me to put it back and kind of go again. But sometimes when just 2 or 3 or 1 fall out, I know for sure that's not an accident. But a lot of other readers maybe disagree. I've seen many readers where they will drop 1 card and they'll pick it up, shuffle it back up like it never existed. And that kills a piece of my soul, because I'm like, there's a message there. But again, that's what resonates for me. That may not be what resonates for you or those other readers. You know what I mean? But let's just tap into some of your gifts. I think we've already established, Michelle, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, that you were very clairvoyant and clairaudient. And these gifts will really help you. But even if you don't feel you have many spiritual gifts, remember, you do. You have them. They are your birthright. They are pieces of you, because we are not just humans. Remember, our natural state, our natural attire is spirit. So of course we are spiritual beings. And of course we have spiritual gifts. We are spirit through and through. 9 times 10. We are spirit. It just happens. That's what we are. We've just been programmed, brainwashed, whatever you want to call it, to believe that we're not tapped in, or that we're not spiritual, or we're not psychic, or we don't have these gifts. We do. It's just many of us have denied them so long, we've pushed them down, or we believe we don't have them. But again, one great way to get them back is to practice. Practice, practice, practice. And for the 2 cards here, you have peace and passion. So passion, trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career, or your tarot reading, or wanting to help other people. And not just focusing, because there are 2 ways many people could take this. They could say, I want to make a whole bunch of money doing tarot readings. Like, that was never where I came at this from. Then there's the other way that I came at it from, is like, I want to help as many people as I can doing tarot readings. And the more selfless you are in your approach to something, the more abundance you actually do start to bring in. But sometimes if monetary gain is not your main player, it's going to take you maybe a little longer to start bringing in that income or abundance when those people are solely focused on, okay, I want to make a whole bunch of money, I'm going to go, I'm going to do all these things. Yes, they will start making money before you and sooner than you, but usually it fizzles out after a while because that pure intent isn't there. You know what I mean? I don't know if you know what I mean, but I know what I'm trying to say. But with the peace card, it says peace comes from remembering that only love is real. So just knowing and believing and trusting that you can bring these messages forth for people, that the messages that these people that you're reading for need to hear will come out in the readings you provide for them. Just knowing that alone will be a lot of confidence that you need to get the ball rolling on this. So I hope that resonated for you, but I think you absolutely can do this. Yes, I've actually heard something from another realm a month or so ago, but I want to have more of those experiences. Would do it for free, would love to just give joy to others. Yes. And that's where I was for like 20 plus years. Like it never even occurred to me once during that time that I should start charging for this. Except when I was working right out of high school, for a very brief stint during the summer after I graduated, I did work on a phone psychic line way back in the day called Magical Journeys, and magical spelled like with a CK, I think. But I think they're defunct now. They're no longer in existence. But that was the only time up until recent years that I ever got paid for any readings. And that to me was very jarring and hard to do, because you would be in the middle of really getting them some beautiful guidance, and then they'd hang up because they didn't want to spend more than like $3.99 a minute or whatever it was back then. And then I'm just like, I can't do this, my heart. So, we all do what we need to do to learn. But thank you for keeping the list, Ethan. And have we heard from Ayesha? Ayesha, if you are here, you donated $6 over on PayPal, and I want to make sure we get you a reading. And I recognize your name, so I know you're someone who is a regular here, but I don't remember who you are in the chat. So please let us know, dear, so we can put your chat name so we can get to you very soon. So Stardust, thank you for posting your question. Right after Stardust, we've got Lori, my girl. So beautiful Stardust, will I ever marry and have kids? With whom will it be? My twin flame, C, or a new love? Anything you get regarding my future love life is appreciated. So let's just ask first and foremost if you will ever have kids. All right. Will Stardust ever have kids? Ooh. Okay, we have peaceful resolution. So to me, this is you're getting what you want. And I just saw the number 2, possibly 3. This depends on time frames, timelines, and just everything lining up. 2 children, possibly 3 children. Maybe you want 3 children, but time will only allow for 2. Or maybe you only want 2, but like, oops, some of them are twins or something like that. Spirit's in control, but I definitely see you being able to have children. So let's tap into the energy of the father. Let's just see who this will be. Let's just see. Let's first ask if it will be with your twin flame C. Will Stardust have children with twin flame C? Will it be with a new love? Yeah, okay. So twin flame C, it says let go. I don't see these children coming in through his parentage. So opportunity for new love. Yes, these children will be coming in through a new, and I hear it's a soulmate connection. So you absolutely will be having children with a soulmate. And anything regarding your love life. Yeah, so this will be a soulmate you have your children with. And it is a new love in your life. In this life, you've had many past lives with this person and know them very well on the other side. They're a soulmate. But they are new to you in this life. But you will notice or recognize their energy almost instantly. Let's just get a couple of archetype cards here about the personality of this person, this soulmate for Stardust. Wow, beautiful. I'm so happy to hear that. I'm already 37 and I already feel a bit anxious. I can see why you would. Absolutely. So again, when you are over the age of 37, or I think it's 35, your ovaries start throwing out eggs even more than one a month. So maybe that possibility of twins would be there. So maybe even if you only plan to have 2, you might possibly have 3. 2 pregnancies, 3 children is really what Spirit is showing me is a great potential or possibility for you. But the person, and again, this is hilarious, do not take this at face value. The type of person, this soulmate connection you're having children with, is a prostitute and a poet. But again, don't judge it. We're going to read what it means and you're going to understand who this person is. So this person accentuates the challenges of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. So this person does not give of themselves freely. They don't hang out with people that aren't on their level. They don't give pieces of themselves away they can never get back. This person is very selective of their tribe, basically. They are also someone who's very creative. With this poet card here, expresses soul insights in symbolic language. So they're probably a writer or a poet, or maybe they're just someone who's very romantic and wants to write poetry for you. Or both. I mean, this person's very skilled with words. I'm seeing like a King of Swords, maybe even a Page of Swords. Very, very quick-witted, very funny as well. I want to actually get a couple of tarot cards on this person's personality. Anything Spirit will let us know about this soulmate for Stardust that she's having children with. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. So this is also, to me, this feels like a very new person in your life. Someone you'll be meeting in the future or very soon. This could be very soon, by the end of 2021, that you're actually meeting this person. But maybe not till about mid-2022 where you're really getting into a serious thing with them. So maybe you meet them and you maybe know right away, this person feels very familiar to me, but maybe you're working together, or this person may come to you through your job, or I don't even know what you do for work, but you may meet this person through your job or through someone you work with. Maybe they're coming into your job. Like, I'm not quite sure. That's kind of what Spirit's showing me, but they're like slamming the door on that. Like I got like one of those like storage unit doors, just like, or garage doors, just kind of coming scrolling on down that. They're like, that's all you need to know. But that's one potential way you could meet this person, because a soulmate connection, a twin flame connection, we usually put escape clauses and like multiple points where we could possibly meet this person, just in case we kind of go off the path. We're never off our path, but we sometimes give each other a lot of, what do you call it? Oh, wow, it could be him. It could be. But the fact that this is new meaning new romantically. This is no one you've dated in the past that's now coming back. This is someone new romantically. So you could very well possibly already know this person. If this is someone who it's hard to like get on their social calendar, someone who's really good with words, possibly funny, quick-witted, a great writer, that could be them. Let's just see one more card about their personality before we move on for Stardust and the father of Stardust children. Okay. Yeah, this is a beautiful connection. That's the best card, one of the best cards you can get. Beautiful, beautiful. There's two children right there too. Look at that. 2 children and a beautiful soulmate. I mean, to me, this is a soulmate, happy family, happy life, emotional fulfillment, monetary fulfillment. This is someone who brings in a lot of money. Beautiful, beautiful connection. And it is going to be a new cycle for you, because look, we've got the 10 of Swords here. So to me, this feels like your present energy of wondering, just kind of wondering what's next. Like, you know, being open, because this is leaving the past, the hurt, the pain, the heartache from all those other situations. You're leaving it behind. And this is what you're getting in return. Beautiful. All right. So you say, I haven't dated this coworker. We will see. The funny thing is his birthday and name has the exact same numerology like me. Really exactly the same. Wow. A lot of times, you know, we can sometimes even mistake twin flames for soulmates and vice versa. You can sometimes see a lot of similar things in a soulmate or a twin flame, but usually the difference between soulmate and twin flame is that soulmate connection tends to be a lot easier. Not so rough around the edges, not a lot of running and chasing going on like a twin flame. All right. You are so welcome, Stardust. Thanks again for your lovely donation. Okay. Up next, who do we have? I don't remember. I think it's Lori. It's Lori. I remember that now. And then after Lori, oh, you MLG. That's right. That's Aisha. Awesome. Well, I will post you as the right person here. MLG. Got Lori, and she's already got her question. Look at you guys. So after MLG's question, we'll do Lori, then MLG, and then that is the end of our donation. So we will get into our first free question mosh pit. Even if we do have a donator come in between now and then, we will do another free question mosh pit after MLG's question. And then if any donations come in after that, we will take care of those. And then I think I'll just sign off after that. Oh, that's right. Get to Lekka Ray. So we will have that free question mosh pit between MLG and Get to Lekka Ray. Yes, I meant to put her name and then I didn't because I'm like, oh yeah, Ethan's got the list. So totally my bad. Totally forgot to do that. Forgive me, Get to Lekka. I promise I didn't forget you. Okay. So Lori, okay, Amanda, I'm manifesting big things. General reading for end of April, beginning of May, please. Whatever the cards say. Love you so much. I would not be where I am without you. I think you would be. I really do. You deserve all the credit, all the glory, because you are the one going through this. I can give my advice and help to lots of people, but it's the person I'm giving this to that is doing the work, that is going within and really checking in with their own inner self, higher self, to know that's the right thing for them. And then you guys are the ones doing the work. So any guru or reader or healer that tries to take credit for your transformation, run, because they have maybe a small hand in it, but like they did not do the work. You did the work. You deserve the credit and the glory and the round of applause. So always remember that, guys. Don't let any reader, healer, guru take credit for your healing journey, your spiritual awakening, your actions you're taking. You're the one doing the work, okay? But thanks for thanking them. I love you. Okay. So, Lori, you are not letting the past hold you back at the end of April, coming into May. You really are looking forward more to that North Node, that destiny. You're living your life. You're doing things. You're doing big things as well. And look, luck is on your side. So this is almost like pairing up Jupiter and Rahu or North Node energy. So it's like Jupiter, that planet of luck and expansion and abundance and higher learning and spiritual awakening. That planet is sitting with your destiny right now. So you really are coming into even some abundance and just luck, like good karma coming round to pay back up for you, for things you've done to help other people, is coming back to help you tenfold. From all that love and effort and care and attention you've put into other people, that's now coming back to you. And it looks lucky, but there's really no luck involved. It's just your own beautiful karma coming back to pay you. And it's beautiful. And the answers you need are coming very soon. Anything you've been praying about, wishing for, wondering about, you know, anything you want to know, ask Spirit, because they will help provide the answers you need, the answers you seek. Between the end of April into about mid-May, I see you really getting some clarity on some sort of like idea. This could be some sort of hobby you have that you're kind of looking to maybe make money at or to give to other people. Even if you're not looking to make money, this is something you're excited to help others. This is a service you're wanting to provide, or just your energy exchanging with other people to help them. Maybe you are that shoulder to cry on for other people in your life, or kind of the counselor for people. coming up is really what I see. But you're going to, as a result of helping other people, you're getting a lot of help from spirit as well and from other people in your life. What else can Lori expect over the end of April, kind of coming into May? Yeah, you really are walking away from what's no longer serving you. You're not letting that past hold you back anymore. You're forgiving people from the past. You're moving forward, basically. You've done a lot of that inner work, a lot of that healing already. There just may be a couple little things that come up for you at the end of April going into May that kind of come back. It's like a lot of times after we do healing and then we take a moment to kind of integrate that energy and then we take action, hit the ground running on our new future. A lot of times our own higher self, the universe, will kind of give us something that we've healed recently. They'll give it to us again, maybe through the same people or circumstances, maybe through new people or circumstances. But they're testing you. That's the universe. That's your own higher self. That's spirit testing you to see if you really learned the lesson, really did the healing. And if you can overcome that and forgive it, remove it, heal it, to feel it, to deal with it real quick, that's your nod from the universe to let you know that, wow, you really have done the healing. Because whereas before, if you had come across this, it would have taken you out. It would have taken you weeks or months to work through that dark night of the soul, or, just that hurt or pain or whatever it is that was triggered. It had taken you a lot longer. But now you're allowing yourself to feel it as it comes. And as you feel it, you heal with it, you deal with it, you release it much quicker than you would have in the past. That's how you know you have truly healed. That's how you know. Lori says, this reading is so perfect. You have no idea how perfect it is. Oh my God. Yes, yes, yes. I get it. It is happening. Okay, we're on the right track for Lori, and she is happy about it. All right, what else, dear spirit, does Lori need to know the end of April going into May? So yeah, you're just going to continue to feel this stuff come up for you, and it's going to happen really beautiful things for you because you've got Waking the Lion. You really are taking this time in earlier April to mid-April to, by the end of April, you're really waking up a really deep, beautiful piece of your soul, and you're bringing it online into the avatar of Lori. You're bringing that big, beautiful piece of your soul online. And you're at the end of one cycle. Remember with that forgiveness that we just had that I put back. You're at the end of that cycle. You're closing that out. And you're at the beginning of something new. That's that full energy, but almost mixed with that strength card. So it's like two major arcanas, major transformation going on with you. And as we're talking about the strength card and the full card, let's just see what spirit wants you to know from the tarot coming up. Absolutely. Four of Swords. So let me get into that. They're telling me to pull one more to clarify this too, and to talk about that lion energy that we were just getting. There it is. Okay. This makes so much sense. Another major arcana with the Magician, because I almost wanted to say Magician at the first and then I didn't. And now I wished I would have, because then I'd have been like, see what I mean? I was picking up, what were the two major arcanas? The Fool, and then the Magician comes right after the Fool, and then that Strength card. So anyway, with the Four of Swords, this is to say there still maybe times coming up at the end of April going into May for you, Lori, where you are really healing and allowing yourself time to kind of have a timeout or a rest after maybe that thing that comes up to test you to see if you really have overcome your healing. You may need a day or two to really allow yourself to feel it. Oh, there's no need to spam the chat. Please wait until we have our free question Mosh Pit, which will be coming up right after MLG's question. Sorry. Yeah, you'll have your chance to ask that right after MLG's question. Okay, so Lori, just make sure you're still doing the self-care. That's no worry, Ethan. You use your discretion. That's cool. Now Sabra knows. Saba knows. You only have to post a question once during our round. But yes, you really are healing. You're allowing yourself even just some time to have a lazy day where you're not feeling like you have to accomplish anything. Because when we're just accomplishing all the time and doing, that's being very in that masculine energy. We need to try to balance out and also have that feminine energy at play where we're just kind of allowing things to happen. But it's not like that kind of surrender, like that fatalistic surrender, like, oh, life's just happening to me and there's nothing No, this is just allowing time to be. be present. Being very present would be really, really important for you as well. So I hope that resonated for you, Lori, brought you some guidance. I think you're on, just remember, trusting your own intuition. You're already on the right track. Beautiful things are already happening for you as a result of a lot of beautiful work you've put in over the years. So you're starting to see a lot of beautiful abundance come in beautiful relationships, monetary stuff, maybe even like home decor. Like, it can come in many ways. Abundance can come in many different ways. It's not always just money coming in, but it can be, that's for sure. So I hope that resonated, Lori. I think it did, with all those OMGs and yes, yes, yeses we saw. Thanks again for your lovely donation, Lori. You're so sweet. Okay, MLG, it's your turn. And then right after MLG's question, everybody, we have our free question mosh pit. So you will be able to partake in the free question mosh pit right after MLG's question. Lori says, Amanda, I could not have asked for a better reading, so perfectly on target. Aw, you're so welcome. I'm just glad that clarified or just kind of validated what you already knew, because to me, I feel like you already were picking up on this energy, and now that just validates it further for you. All right, MLG wants to know if they're on the right path. Let's see if she's on the right path. We're going to start with our new deck that I got yesterday, the Starseed Oracle mini deck. Okay, well, those, I didn't even get the question out, but I think those are needed. They're basically the same here. You're on the right track. That's our question. We've got release and surrender. So release anything that keeps you from your path of authenticity. Surrender your need to control the outcome. Just be with life in this present moment. Okay, so especially if you feel right now, MLG, that things aren't moving forward as fast as you want, and that's maybe got you questioning, am I on the right track? Am I on the right path? The answer is absolutely yes. You are doing everything you need to be doing in this moment. This is a bit of a moment of hermit mode or just kind of solitude for you to be able, especially if you have been, and let me know, MLG, have you been doing a lot of healing or releasing things from the past or trying to better your life in some way? Have you been doing that lately? If the answer is yes, especially, then this is kind of that period of time after you do a bunch of purging, healing, cleansing, either in your home, purging old items, donating old items, rearranging things, also internally purging old wounds, traumas, guilt, resentments, purging that, releasing that. That frees up a lot of new room. But think of it like this. After the butterfly emerges from that chrysalis, it can't just take flight and be on its merry way. It needs a couple of hours and sometimes up to a day to just stand there on that chrysalis and be like, what the heck just happened? What the heck did I just go through? I have these wings that are all tacky and sticky and I can't fly yet. Oh my gosh, maybe this wasn't the right idea. Maybe I did the wrong thing. Oh no, oh no. But the butterfly waits. It sits there. It allows that time to integrate everything it had been through in that chrysalis. It's now allowing that time to integrate. So it's kind of a Four of Swords where you're taking a bit of a time out, or a Hermit card where you're taking a bit of a time out to integrate all that healing, all that stuff you've been through, all that stuff you've done. That's where you're at right now. So if things don't feel like they're moving forward at Mach speed yet, just you wait. They will be. Because you're still kind of releasing and kind of surrendering to what is now, so you can start taking action and really start seeing things play out in your life. So for MLG, is MLG on the right path? Anything Spirit wants MLG to know about current energy and into the near future? Yeah, because very, very shortly, those wings are going to dry out and you're going to be able to take flight. And what a better card. I can't think of many better cards to get right here in this position than the Ace of Wands. This is that inspiration, that motivation, that drive and desire to really take on something new and go in a beautiful new direction in your life, especially going far, far away from everything you've released and surrendered and moved on from. You're going in a whole new direction. And this is very inspirational, very creative, very passionate. Lots of actions are being taken. This is very fire energy. And I know in Vedic astrology, I know Aries comes later, but Aries season lasts, I think, till about April 15th in Western astrology. But their Spirit's showing me kind of more the Vedic astrology timeline of Aries season, so to speak. that's going to be when things really start happening for you. So I think that Aries season starts about, I think it ends, Aries season ends in Vedic astrology around mid-May, maybe toward the end of May. I don't know. Look that up. That might be an important timeline for you to know. I know my birthday, April 28th, and my dad's birthday, May 14th, both land in the sign of Aries in Vedic astrology, not Western astrology. So I know at least as late as May 14th, probably 15th and 16th, are still included in Vedic Aries season. But let's get some more information about MLG, on the right track, and what's coming. Yeah. So you may even right now kind of be in your little nostalgia bubble, really still kind of even thinking about things from the past a little bit here and there. But to me, this feels like better memories. These aren't things you're trying to heal or move on from your past. These are good memories. And here, anytime I pull the Six of Cups from this deck, to me, it's almost like the Ace of Cups is present. Because look at this. This one stands out from the crowd. It's like that Ace of Cups is present, and that's the energy. You pair that up with the Ace of Wands. Holy goodness, you've got some powerful energy to lead you into your future. And we've got the Five of Cups here as well. So there is, in this nostalgia here, there is a bit of kind of crying over spilled milk, and you could, really focus on the things that you're still trying to release, the bad memories, the negativity from the past, but you're moving beyond that and now focus more on the two cups in front of you here, which is the cups that are still upright. The Five of Cups, there's 3 spilled, 2 upright. Choosing to focus on the good parts that you had in the past that are actually going to fuel you in your new endeavors, in your new passions, in the new directions and the new actions you're taking. So I hope that resonated for you, MLG, but you are on to some good things very shortly. Just a bit more of a time to integrate and really allow yourself to be in this new energy that you've created as a result of all that healing and work you've done. So give yourself a moment to just be in this energy, and you won't regret it at all. Oh, Burma's here. Hello, Burma. How are you? All right, MLG's question is complete, so you guys know what that means. It is the free question mosh pit time. So if you have a question you would like answered for free, please only post it one time in the chat. One time will be sufficient. We only have 15 people currently here. So one time to post, you will not get lost in the shuffle. And Spirit will direct me to the person who needs their question answered the most, basically. That's how it works each round. I'm not the one selecting them. I'm allowing Spirit to direct me right into someone's question. So go ahead and post. I will give you guys a moment to post, and I'm going to take a drink of my water. So I hope you're all having a wonderful Saturday, and just want to remind you all that I will not be live tomorrow because it is Easter, and I'm just going to be with my family out at my in-laws, having some Easter and hanging out with family and all of that. So, Burma, they're directing me to your question. It says, what can I work on? Okay, well, I just got this new fun little Starseed Oracle deck. These are so fun. I love this already. Let's draw about 3 of these cards because I think it's going to help tell a story for Burma, what Burma can work on. And Spirit wants Burma to be working on right now. And coming up, there's one. We've got the card Inner Worlds. It says your external world is a reflection of your inner world. We've also got 2 more. We've got Patience and Earth Guide, and this makes a lot of sense. So Earth Guide, your sacred calling upon this planet is to simply love and be loved. I can't even hold it. Flew right away from me. So Inner Worlds and Earth Guide, and also Patience. So having patience, you may yourself be in a bit of a stasis or an integration mode, especially if you've been doing a lot of that inner work and release and healing that many of us have been doing lately. This is that time to allow those wings. You just arrived out of that chrysalis, and it's now time to allow your wings to dry out so they can unfurl and be bright and beautiful shiny wings. And that's what you're doing. But you are really also focused on that inner world right now and really diving deep, doing more meditating, spending more time in meditation, working on even that meditative practice of maybe yoga and really connecting your mind and body together, your mind, body, spirit together. It's really going to help. Spirit's telling me to get one more. There's one more message in here that they desperately need to come out for you right now, whatever it may be. Here it is. Yeah, they're just reaffirming what I just freaking said. Meditation. Take a moment to connect to source through quiet, reflective meditation. And I think, again, your connection, you did get earth guide here. So connecting to the earth, getting out in nature is key for you to be able to really tap into your biggest intuition. Your most meditative state will happen for you out in nature or in like a sea salt bath or something where you're connected to either water, nature, anything that comes from nature. That's really going to be helpful. We're going to go over here to the Archangel deck. Anything Burma can work on right now. Been a tough day. Oh, I'm so sorry. Meditation. I know. I'm sorry you're having a tough day, though. Crystal clear intentions and remember who you are. So it says, you are a powerful, loving, and creative child of God. You are very loved. Reminding you of that. Also, your crystal clear intentions. And these are both Archangel Michael cards. Look, Archangel Michael on both cards there. So Archangel Michael, working with Archangel Michael, that will be really good. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you. Because She-Shed is here. Wow, Robin, I'm so happy to hear that. All of our thoughts and prayers and good vibes have helped, and all that hard work that Robin has put in to be able to see again. Oh, yay, I'm so happy for you. I bet Devin is just like, thank God. She's such a sweet lady for you. I love that. Well, thanks for letting us, oh my gosh. I'm so happy for you, Robin. Yay. That's beautiful. I hope you're still playing your jam, though. I can see clearly now. I like that song. I don't hear it that often, but Spirit wanted you to hear that when I don't know if it was just like, it just seems so fitting because that's what we were talking about was vision, but I love that. Oh, you got a headache. I'm so sorry, Burma. I had one yesterday and earlier today, but as I was getting ready for the live, I'm like, it's kind of starting to go away, and I can, it's very dull. It's, again, back in that Zeal chakra area. But I'm going to do some meditation later and hopefully really eradicate that. But with the Crystal Clear Intention card, Burma, it says here, be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. Look at that. Beautiful. So that is your message now, dear Burma. So focus on getting that headache to leave and just having a clear head, feeling really well, and that will help you move that energy through, as well as your own healing abilities that you've got. Back of the neck, yeah, that's where mine's at and has been for weeks now. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for everyone you do. Oh, you're so sweet, Robin. Thank you. You're awesome as well. Thank you so much for being your cool self. Okay. So that is the end of our free question mosh pit, and up next we have somebody get to like a Ray, and someone else did donate just a moment ago, Yvette, and again I'm not remembering exactly who Yvette is here in the chat. If you let me know, we will get you on the list. But for the time being, we've got Get to Leka Ray, and then Yvette, whoever that is. I know, I do, yeah, it's VG, that's right. That's right. So VG, the lovely one, has also donated. Ethan, if you can get her on the list, that would be awesome. Yes, I knew it was someone I remember or recognize, but then I couldn't remember exactly. So thank you for reminding us. Thanks for the guidance and Spirit's guidance as always, dear. Much love and light to you and everyone here. Well, you have a wonderful rest of your day, Burma, and feel better. Don't like having everybody having headaches, because I know how bad it hurts. It's not a fun time. But a lot of us are upgrading in that area, so of course we're going to have that pain. We're no longer doing the free readings right this moment, Saba, so if you could hold your question till our next mosh pit, that would be awesome. Thank you. I just did a free reading. Burma's was our free question mosh pit, so we're going to get back into our donation questions, and then we will be accepting free readings again very soon. Okay. So Get to Leka, you are up next, my dear, and then VG the Lovely One. That is our current working list. And if we don't get any more donations between now and then, I think I'll do one more free question mosh pit, and then we will sign off. But if you want a guaranteed reading today, you can always send a donation. And I don't think I mentioned yet today that all your lovely donations do go to help my mom, whose house burned down in July of 2019. She's still living in a little camper, and we're trying to get her out of that camper, buy her some appliances and furniture for when her house is built, hopefully this year, but it may not happen because the lumber prices have went because of COVID. So it might be next year, but you know, divine timing. We're just holding out hope that this all happens sooner than later, but of course, we know divine timing is at play here. Okay. So, Get to Leka. I think she had mentioned she just wanted a general, but I just want to make sure that she's here. So our current list will be, oh, I can't type. That is our running current list for donations. That's it. That's it for the rest. Oh, Robin says she sent a donation. Let me double check here. Don't see it, but sometimes I do have to go in. So I'm glad you guys let me know here as well. Sometimes I do have to go in and open PayPal and check that way, because sometimes either I have to accept the payment from certain countries. I'm sure you're in the US though, Robin. But let me just check. Okay. Let's find it. Well, yeah, I'm not seeing it yet, but of course I trust you. So we will get you on the list, Robin, aka Because She Shed. I still love that name. Awesome, we got you on the list. So that'll show up when it shows up. I trust you, Robin. I've dealt with you before. Okay, so Get to Leka. I think you just wanted another general today, but let us know you're here so I don't. Oh, there it is. Now it's coming up. We've got from Robin. Thank you, dear. Yeah, I will be doing another free round after at least these next 3 donations here. We might have a free round at that point if we don't have any more donations, but if we get a couple more donations, I'll run through those and then do another free question mosh pit after that. I've kind of got a modified schedule today because I will not be live tomorrow during my regular Sunday show because of Easter. So I'm trying to do all the things in one show, but not be on for 4 hours like I normally am on Saturday. But most Saturdays I am, oh, it helps if you press send. That tends to help. But most regular old Saturdays, I am live about 4 hours, give or take, usually right around 3.5 to 4 hour time limit. And I will do 2 donation questions, then a free question. 2 donations, then free. So your optimum or ultimate potential to get a free question would probably be during my Saturday show. Sunday's show and Wednesday's show and today's show, even though it is Saturday, I'm doing a modified, so where I'm not doing it every 2 questions. I will take them as I come, but you know, where else in the world do you get something for free all the time anyway? That's what Spirit's just showing me. So I'm really grateful that I am able to offer some free questions. And I always say, if I do answer a question for you, please pay it forward to someone else. Or if someone like Lori, dear Lori, just donated for Ethan, pay it forward to someone else out in the world, because that energy can really build and gain as a beautiful ripple effect of love out into the ether. And that's exactly what we need on this planet now more than ever. So do it, do it, do it. Okay. So our free question mosh pit will probably be in about another 20 to 30 minutes, depending on timing here. So hold all of your free questions till then, and that will be when we do it. Okay, so Get to Leka. I don't know where you are, my friend. I don't want to skip her, but yet I don't want to do her question and then me not having done her best the question she wanted. I think she had mentioned she wanted to donate again for general, and then that's the last I saw of her. I hope she is back soon. Oh, there you are. Who is Mamta? Wait, Mamta Banerjee on a soul level. Hope I could be as courageous as her. Okay, let's tap into the soul energy of, I'll just call her Mamta Banerjee. Okay, let's see. We're going to angels and ancestors and angel prayers. No, not angel prayers, this one. I always forget. Keepers of the light, that's where we're at. Okay, let's start here. Who is Mamta Banerjee on a soul level? Whoa, there's a lot going on here. This is somebody who's very tapped in, I think. Connected to Lord Ganesh. Infinite abundance going on there. The most courageous lady I have seen in my lifetime, West Bengal Chief Minister Mamta Banerjee. In the face of strong adversity, she stands strong. Who is she on a soul level? Wow. Yeah, I've never heard of her. So this is just a purely soul aspect reading because I have no ego to put in this whatsoever. Very connected to Lord Ganesh. We also have here Commander Ashtar, call to action, take charge, lead by example, walk your talk, and this is exactly what you just described her as. Someone who's not just going to say all the right things, but actually take the action to help the people is what I just heard. But obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. So any type of blockage or boundary that she has come up against, she will overcome or has already overcome. Much of what's going on with her is she's got so much spiritual support because she also has these 4 cards we haven't even gotten into. Like so many of them spilled, and normally I'd have taken just because there were 2 sets of 3 that spilled out, and normally I'd have taken 3, but Spirit said they all matter. So I took all 6 cards. This is someone who is an ascended master, basically incarnated in a human body. Because oh my gosh, I'm getting major chills. You've got Lord Ganesh, you've got Ashtar, you've got Lady Portia, you've got Mother Mary, you've got Joan of Arc energy. This person also was incarnated as Joan of Arc. And we've got Hilarion, divine healing. This is somebody who has been back to Earth many, many times in many different avatars through history. Some we know of, some we don't. But these are just some. I would say probably starting with Lord Ganesh. This is a soul, a fractal of Lord Ganesh's soul is what I see. Holy cow, this is so powerful. We also have here Voice of Truth with Joan of Arc. Stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution, and speak your truth. So let me know, Getsaleka, if all of these ways I'm describing with these cards, does this sound like the person you're asking about? Mother Mary, love and peace. Let go of the need to be right. Choose peace. Mother healing is possible at this time. Also, Lady Portia, divine order. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. Excuse me. So this person is someone who will do what they know is right on a soul level, even if they will be in trouble on like a 3D world, or certain people don't like them because of the choices they're making. They're going to do it because it's part of their soul mission. One of many soul missions they've had as someone who is very, very, like an ascended master, a very masterful soul. Simple lifestyle like Mother Teresa, but so powerful. I can totally pick up the power from her. Hilarion, divine healing. Honor your sensitivity. Retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. So this is a very Mother Teresa energy with the healing and just retreating and all of that. This is someone who is basically spirit incarnated, like, and not just in a human body, but like she is living as her higher self in this world. Like, she's such a beautiful soul, such a beautiful fractal. Oh, let me check, Lori. Thanks again for that. You're so sweet. I don't see it yet, Lori, but that doesn't mean you didn't send it. Sometimes it takes a minute. Yeah, maybe just double check your sent ones. You hope you could be as strong, courageous as her. Well, remember what we were saying. I kept accidentally, in your other reading we just did today, I kept accidentally saying higher self instead of future self. But that's really showing me you really being inspired by her. She really is living as a higher self incarnate. And that's where you're headed as well. You are embodying more and more of your higher self as the days go by. And you really will live up to your soul's potential. You really do see such a light in her, because that's what you are meant to emanate in this world as well. The healing, the love, the peace, the joy. You're meant to emanate all that as well. And that's why you are so connected to her. But she basically is an ascended master on earth, is what I see here. Incarnated once again. She's been an ascended master many other times as well. We also have Seer, see beyond the current situation. So she is she is soul having a human experience, but as a soul. Like, she is a soul being, I'm not just saying, oh, she's just a soul having a human experience like most of us. She's a soul having a soul experience in a human body. Like, it's very rare. Very beautiful, though. I don't know much else I can say, because it seems to me like you already know enough about her on that soul level that she just really is soul incarnated as a soul in a human body, but living her, not at all from that ego like most of us do. Put that in the wrong spot. Let me fix this. So yeah, that's someone we could all look up to. Beautiful. Yeah, people try to kill her so many times. Yes, I could see that with that Joan of Arc, because I do feel she was also incarnated as Joan of Arc, and, had that going on in that lifetime as well. But it says, stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution, and speak your truth, because Joan of Arc was persecuted for speaking her truth. I don't see that they're going to be able to succeed in doing that in this lifetime, because she's too protected by other ascended masters and other souls. Her spirit team is like a city block worth. Like, they're just like, it's like a concert. Oh, I just saw it pop up, Lori. We got it. You're good to go, Lori. That's beautiful. All right, let's figure out who is up next on our list. So we had, I don't remember where I posted it. It's been back a ways. Okay, VG the lovely one, you are next, my dear, and I'm going to write out the new updated list, because I will get lost if I don't have it right under my nose. Okay, so after VG the lovely one, we've got Robin, aka Because She Shed, and then we've got Ethan, donated by Lori. Thanks again, Lori. You're so awesome. That is our current list right now. For anyone who wants to know, that is our current list. And we're running through these pretty quickly. So if you had a question you wanted answered guaranteed, you can always send a donation to get on the list and get your question answered pretty soon here. Otherwise, you can take your chances in one more. We're going to do one more free question, Mosh Pit, before I sign off today. After Ethan's question, or unless another donation comes in, we'll push it back one. So yeah, for a guaranteed question, you can always donate. Otherwise, you can take your chances one more time in the free question Mosh Pit. Okay. VG, the lovely one, says, honestly, I just saw your notification and wanted to support. Since I don't have a question, I'll take a general reading. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. You're always such a sweet soul. Where are we going for you, VG? Where are we going? We're going to the Sacred Traveler. General reading for VG, the lovely one. Dear Spirit, what can she expect? What does she need to know? What message needs to come through? We have Wise Leader. You are a beacon for others. So especially if you've been feeling a little down on yourself, or like you don't matter, or like, life just isn't where you want it to be, just know you still are a very beautiful beacon of light for other people in your life. Even if you yourself don't feel like you're top dog of anything or successful at anything, other people still really look up to you. They see your light shining very brightly, even when you're not meaning to have it shine brightly. You're just that type of person in people's life. Very inspirational as well. What else does VG need to know? We've got 2 more coming out. We've got Mystic Healer healing. Energy flows through you. Look at that beautiful energy. Not only are you a wise and strong leader, you are also a mystic healer, very tuned into that kind of high priestess energy, that moon energy as well. Beautiful. So you really are someone people look up to, because not only do they want to be like you, but they know somehow, some way you can heal them. Just them being in your energy is very healing for them as well. But also desert passage. So trust there is a divine plan. So VG, especially if things, maybe there's something going on in your life right now that you're kind of worried about, maybe stressed out about, or something coming up very soon that you're wondering, how is this even going to happen? How is this going to play out to actually be for the best for everyone involved? It's going to happen. Trust that there is a divine plan with anything that you're going through, any transitions you're going through right now. Trust there is a divine plan at play. And, even in that desert, there always is an oasis. Somewhere, some way, you will find that oasis in the desert. Just know that the divine has a beautiful plan for you. Oh, thank you so much, Brittany. We will get you on the list as well. Awesome. Okay, so let's get one more. We're here for VG, the lovely one. Anything else VG needs to know? Spirit. Okay. Well, there's 2 that want to come out, so we're going to take them both. We've got here Tanzanite, ready to love again. You've healed from the past enough to open your heart to new love. So I'm not sure your whole relationship status. So even if you are with someone, there may have been some healing or some treachery, rocky road kind of stuff going on. Or this could be past energy, but this is just to let you know you have done a lot of healing and you are ready for a new romantic cycle, whether that's with someone new or if you're already in a relationship, then you're already, in the relationship. But with Topaz, forgiveness heals. It says here, time to release repressed anger as it's blocking your health and happiness. So maybe even there's just a bit more to release, a bit more to go before you really are stepping into and embodying these 2 energies fully. But remember with that desert passage, there is a divine plan. Everything is working out as it's meant to. And forgiveness will heal you. It will heal you. It will really open up things that are blocking your health and your happiness. And it will help put you on a path where you can really open that heart chakra. Because a lot of times when we feel hurt in love, we're heartbroken, we have people in our lives, not just romantic love, but all love, where we feel like someone abused us or didn't love us the right way. It can start closing down that heart chakra or that heart energy, and we kind of start building walls around it. But when we start doing that forgiveness, that's when we can start opening that back up and really vibrating at that place of love and really giving out that love, not just willy-nilly, but like it's almost like those who deserve it will find it. Those who don't deserve it, it's almost like it's not even on their radar. So I hope that resonates for you, VG. And thanks again for your lovely donation. You're so sweet. All right. So up next, we've got Robin. Robin, go ahead and post your question, and we'll get right into it for you, my dear. But I'm, again, so happy you could see again. I knew it. I knew it was in you. I knew you had it in you to heal yourself and overcome that obstacle. I knew it. I told ya. You heard it here first, Robin. You are awesome, Robin. So happy for you. Oh, you're so welcome, VG, the lovely one. Absolutely. Oh, hey, Pokey Journey. How are you today? I have not drank much of this in the almost 2 hours I've been live, so I'm getting with the times. All right, so Robin is next, and then after Robin, we've got Ethan, and then Brittany F. And then we will open it up for our free question mosh pit. Just general life and love. Beautiful. Let's go right in with the love message. And I want to get one from the affirmators deck as well. We've got make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So putting more effort into your love life. I know a lot of times when we are, ailing or we've just got a lot of busy life stuff going on, sometimes we can let a little dust kind of settle over our relationships or other people in our life. I'm not saying that's what you're doing because I definitely don't see you doing that. But I think there is something that you may have been planning. Hopefully Devin's not listening. If she is, get her out of there. But Spirit's almost showing me like there may be something you've been planning that is going to be worth the effort. Something that you wanted to do to surprise her in some way. We're not spilling the beans on it. Or maybe that is just a nod if you haven't thought of that yet, that, hey, maybe I could do something really nice for her. I'm pretty sure you've already thought of something, though. But let's just get a couple from this love and relationship affirmators for you. And what we got here? For Robin. Okay, so we have ownership and integrity. So with integrity, it says, I align with the center of myself, a glowing core of personal integrity. Emanating from this core is the knowledge that I never have to compromise who I am or what I want for anybody. I can live a life that doesn't include settling unless I want to settle, in which case settling would be my idea of perfection and would cease to be considered settling. Paradoxes hurt. But this is just you living from that place of integrity, which I think you already do. This is just a nod to let you know that you are doing the right thing. You are on the right track with that. But also with this ownership card here, it says, I take ownership for how I make others feel. And I do my part to repair any bridges I might have burned or perhaps even lightly singed. If bridge mending feels impossible, then I can start small. Instead of becoming a bridge architect, maybe I'll just skip the bridge and walk the long way around. Taking ownership is great for burning calories. So, any little, disagreements or arguments or anything that have transpired in the past weeks or so, this is just, sometimes we have those moments in a relationship where we just need to maybe say what we want, and then sometimes it doesn't come out the way we meant it, and it hurts someone, or, things build up, and then we say things we don't mean. Whatever resonates for you, you are someone of high integrity, and you do take ownership when you mess up, and that's just saying, you do make the effort. This is just basically applauding you for being a great partner and keep going down that track. And if things do come up, you are the first to take ownership and be just living from that place of integrity. So that's really beautiful. So that's the love aspect. So let's get into the life general stuff. Where are we going? We're going over here and right here as well. Oh, they're showing me one more now. Okay, we're just going to listen when Spirit says to take all these decks. We're listening. Okay. For Robin, general life for Robin, anything Robin needs to know right now. We've got 2. Admit your true feelings to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Only you know what it is that you truly desire. So anything you've been wondering about or kind of, and it's funny because we have the word desire there, and then we have the word desire here. Your desire is within reach. So getting honest with yourself about what it is you desire. Making the effort in the relationship. What do you desire your relationship to look like? What do you desire your home life to look like? You really are admitting true things to yourself, the truth of things to yourself. And as a result, your desire is within reach. Have faith as everything is working out in your favor. You always try to understand other perspectives. I can totally see that. With that integrity card, I could really feel and sense that balance that you have. Oh, thank you so much, Disha. I think I just saw that pop up. We have Brittany F. and Disha. I'm not sure if we have them both on the list yet or not. Brittany F. So, Ethan, if you can add Disha, I would greatly, greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right. Also for Robin, we got 2 more coming in hot. What are they? Financial flow and kick up your heels. So you really are putting yourself in the financial flow, especially after all that you've been through this year so far. It's not been an easy road. So any kind of bills and just financial stuff that's maybe you weren't being able to bring in the amount of income you normally do because you've been going through some stuff, just know that it's starting to pick back up, and you will be back on a better trajectory with finances to where you are going to be able to, again, make those desires a reality in your life, make your dreams come true, be able, I think it's like having to do with a move or being able to, if it's not like physically moving house, moving location, then it's energetically, but it's going to be as a result of you feeling the weight lift off your chest to be able to pay any kind of bills that have accumulated or anything like that. But the best way forward for you to be able to do that is to kick up your heels. Allow yourself time off, not to well, I gotta get back in the financial grind. I gotta do all these things. Like, still allow yourself to just be, to do things you enjoy, to take time off, Yes, medical bills coming in now. Yikes. Yeah. So just trying to keep a good sense of humor about it and almost like joking about it is going to help you, but also allowing yourself to still have fun, not basically saying, okay, it's going to take us this many years to pay this off or this many months to pay this off, so I guess we can't go on any vacations or have any fun. No. Still live your life, still have fun, still do the things you would do, even though these bills are coming in, because you will find a way to get all this paid, and it's not going to be hanging over your head for a very, very long time. Like some people I know, they will have these medical bills come in, and they'll be paying on these bills or student loans or whatever kind of debt they take on. They'll be paying on it for a long, long time. I really do see you getting a handle on these bills sooner rather than later. Oh yeah, I laughed when I saw them. So somehow, some way, you're going to be able to pay these off a lot sooner than you're thinking right now. And you may even want to laugh at me right now about that, like, you haven't seen the dollar amounts on these bad boys. Just you have that positive intention. Allow yourself to have fun and laugh through this, because you are coming into more finances. Somehow, some way, you're bringing in more income in some way, and that's really going to help pay those off even sooner than you're thinking right now. But let's get more information for Robin. Let's get one card. Oh, and it really flew, so this is important. Wow, see the synchronicity. So you may see a lot of repeating numbers or just synchronistic kind of symbols going on. Maybe you're seeing a lot of butterfly symbolism or flowers. What else is going on? Maybe you're seeing a lot of, I don't know, what's a winged unicorn? Alicorn, is that what that's called? But maybe you're just seeing a lot of unicorns, or I don't know, maybe you use that emoji a lot. I don't know. But we got lots of wings. So winged creatures, fairies, dragonflies, butterflies, birds, whatever the heck that is. Alicorn, I think. You may be seeing a lot of symbols through winged creatures. But it says here on the back, today's lesson, take note of all the synchronistic happenings and coincidences that occur on this day, and know that nothing happens by accident. Your goal, to appreciate the divine details that are woven into every moment of life. So it may even be some synchronistic event that leads you into more financial flow as well. But look here, see God in all things. So put yourself in slow motion and observe everything and everyone through the lens of, this is sacred and it speaks to me. How does that change your environment? Your goal, to learn the spiritual practice of seeing God in all things. So when people are making you upset, just know they are made of God. You have a bunch of weeds to pull out of your garden. Just know that they are made of God, and that will really help you be able to move through those things easier, be able to kick up your heels, not feel so serious about certain things. And that really lighthearted, happy energy really will put you in that financial flow even quicker than you even think is possible. Okay, that there. So I hope that resonated for you, Robin, brought you some clarity or guidance, or just some information. And it's always a pleasure to do readings for you. And thanks again for your lovely donation. All right. So up next, we've got Ethan. Ethan, go ahead and post your question. We got the card flirt flying right out of there too for you, Robin. So maybe doing more flirting. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. That's that lighthearted energy with kick up your heels as well. That's just important for you to stay, not to spiritually bypass any negative feelings or emotions that come up. Allow yourself to feel those, but try to spend as much time in that state of happiness and joy as you can, because that will really raise your vibration and really put you in the flow to create more finances and more happiness, more abundance, and wishes coming true and all the things. So I hope that resonated for you, Robin. So, what do we have here for Ethan? Okay, I felt better since the last reading you gave me, but I'm still struggling to figure out what I need healing in order to alleviate my worries of Christian. Any guidance and any advice? I feared it was codependency at first, but I know it isn't, because I don't crave his attention, nor am I dependent on him for happiness when I'm happy with how I am and feel Like I'm enough. Okay, perfect. So let's see. So let me see how I'm going to phrase this for the card. So still struggling to figure out what needs healing in order to alleviate worries. Okay, so we'll just ask that. What needs healing in order to alleviate worries that Ethan has for Christian? Robin says, thank you so much, Amanda. You're amazing. Winged creatures have always been abundant for me. That's so cool. I love that. And you're so very welcome, Robin. And I'm, again, can't even say it enough. I'm so happy for you. That is awesome. Yay! Okay, so for Ethan, dear Ethan, what needs healing in order to alleviate his worries of Christian? Wow. So we have here, follow your dreams, and correct me if I'm wrong, didn't this card come out in one of your last readings or one of your recent readings about advice for you to overcome that was for you to focus on your own dreams, your own goals, and it's coming out again. And as a result, look, you've got the happily ever after. I mean, what better cards could you get here? I think you're already doing it. Wow, I love that this is basically hitting on where we left off on that other reading. But let's just see if the cards here can give you some guidance. Following your dreams, focusing on your own dreams and gifts, that's really going to lead you to this happiness. Because think of it this way. Christian's struggling. He's got a lot going on. So his vibration is probably lower than yours because depression brings our vibration down. But the more you focus on your own happiness, your own love, your own light, your own everything you got going on, you're raising your vibration. And instead of you, as that empath, instead of you trying to put yourself so much in Christian's shoes that you lower yourself down there, become depressed yourself, and then you're both depressed. You're both in it. I think you've done a really good job of trying to stay above it. But you're just, you focusing, being there for him, but also focusing on your own stuff. Being there for him, focusing on, you're still raising your vibration so much that you're actually helping raise him out. He's trying to meet you on your level rather than you dipping down into your own depression to meet him where he is. So you focusing on your own stuff actually does benefit him. Even if you're like, well, I feel guilty being happy when he's so sad, and don't, because you're helping him come up. He's coming to meet you where you're at, or at least coming up to meet you halfway, rather than you having to, go down to the depths of despair and really struggle yourself. Okay, we got two that flew right out. Also, okay, so be open to spiritual guidance, which I think that's what you're doing here today. You're getting some spiritual guidance. So it says, ponder this question. How do you expect your prayers and guidance to come to you? Literally, in a vision, are you someone who says that you're waiting for prayers to be answered because you want guidance that includes a safety net? Your goal, to own up to your spiritual insecurities and lack of faith. So being open to your own guidance from spirit, messages from me, you really have done, I think you've done a good job of, because the situation you're in with Christian very well could easily tip down into codependency. And you've really done a good job of making sure it hasn't. And I totally picked that up too, that you are, maybe at one point you're like, you say, oh no, am I in a codependent kind of relationship that's not like 100% a romantic relationship yet, but I want it to be someday, and like kind of thinking. I think that you just questioning that is this possible? Like, am I in a codependent? That lets you know you're not, because most people in a codependent relationship don't want to admit or face that they could be. I think you've done the work to really make sure it hasn't become that, and continue to follow your own wishes, your own dreams. That will help pull him out of that and create a happily ever after for you, and to really help him as well. Also, observe your conversations. So observe the conversations you engage in. Are they productive or mean-spirited? Are they filled with gossip or stimulating information? Your goal, to recognize the quality of information you feed your mind each day. So really focusing, especially when you're talking to Christian, like if you're trying to be that sympathetic ear to him, I'm not really sure what's going on in his life. I don't think we've ever really discussed that. I just know he's having a rough time, rough go of things. But let's just say for this instance, there's a lot going on in his family. And instead of you, even if Christian's like, yeah, my family, they said this, they did that, can you believe it? Instead of you being like, yeah, how could they? Like, that's one way. Like, yeah, you are supporting him, you're there for him, you're on his page, you're everything. But it's almost like that's not helping him really. It's just reigniting the flame of anger or resentment for the situation he's currently in. Where instead you could offer him, well, what, even asking him positive questions like, well, what are the good things about your family? What are the good things about your home life? What is it you are looking forward to? Asking him positive questions, or, framing it in a way where he's not so much dwelling on the yuckiness of the situation, but kind of trying to see, well, there is some good going on here. Oh, I didn't notice that because I was so immersed in the bad. So that's basically what I see with this one. So just you offering something more positive for him to ponder rather than just agreeing with him because you're, a soulmate. You know what I mean? And I think you may have done both, because we can all, dip in and be like, yeah, you're right. They shouldn't have done that, and agree. And that's helpful at first to be like, okay, there is someone on my page. There's someone who gets me. I feel supported. That's all said good and well. But then to offer him something above what he's currently going through, that's where you are very helpful to him. Let's get one more word of guidance or advice. Debt paid off. So the old weight of habit of debt is lifted from you and your life. And to me, this does not feel like an actual monetary debt. This is just, to me, almost feels like a karmic thing, like a karmic debt. Like somehow, some way you feel you owe Ethan, I don't know why I always do that. You owe Christian your best. Like you owe him something, like you want to help him because you feel you owe it to him in some way. Yeah, absolutely positive light to him will help. Absolutely. Any kind of good vibes and healing and love that you send his way absolutely will help him. But to me, it's almost like you feeling this struggle or need to help him as much as you are feeling has to do with something you're trying to make up for that you and him experienced in a past life together. And just you being there for him in this life is paying off that past debt, that past karma from the past life. So that's what you're doing. You're paying off that old debt, and you will both be able to have that debt lifted from your lives and be able to go on your merry way in a more, lighthearted direction. Not something where you feel you're always having to pull him out of a hole, or he's always trying to pull you down into the hole he's in. I think eventually, especially by the time you're both adults, it's going to balance out to where neither of you feels like, well, I got to help the other one. It'll just be common ground, common vibration, where you're both just leveling each other up and helping each other day in, day out. Okay, so I hope that resonated for you, Ethan. Brought you some guidance on the situation. And thanks again, Lori, for donating for Ethan. You're so sweet. So very sweet. Yeah, you working on you working on your own dreams, that will help him so much. Because again, you're leveling and vibrating higher. And for him to be able to still kind of be in your presence, it's like he's got to get that vibration of his going up as well. That's just kind of how things work. All right. That's why a lot of, not to say Christian's a narcissist is not what I'm getting at, but like take an example in an empath and narcissistic relationship. The last thing the narcissist wants is for the empath to level themselves up, because then they'll see real quick that the other one's the narcissist and they could do way better. That's not what I'm saying in this instance, but vibrations don't lie. Like even when you are a high vibe person, when you're in depression, your vibration lowers. So it's kind of similar energy. He kind of has almost no choice but to start leveling himself up and rising above whatever he's going through to be able to still vibe with you, if that makes sense. That's why you think of it this way. There may be certain people in all of our lives that were really like best friends of ours at one point that we never thought we could go a day without calling on the phone or hanging out with. And then years go by and you're like, I haven't even thought about that person. Like, because vibrations shift and change and they're constantly moving. And what is meant for you in any moment, you will vibrate at that level and it will be for you until it's not anymore. If that's ever the case for anyone, you'll know. Okay. Alrighty then. Next up. We've got Brittany F. and then Disha. think that was our last donation that I've got. Yep. Oh, I don't want to clear all. Just want to clear those Instagrams to keep the PayPals at the top. That's what I want to do. Okay. Notifications everywhere. Okay, so Brittany F and then Disha. That's our current lineup, and then we will take the last free question mosh pit. If we do get any donations between now and then, I will take them. I will honor them absolutely, and then we will close out. Okay, so Brittany F. So I have a small group of friends here at home, and then I have a friend that's long distance. I wanted to know if any of them are for my highest good anymore. Okay, so let's find out first about the ones that are, kind of lump the ones in your area together. Let's see. So you have a small group of friends at home. So let's get some information. Are they for Brittany's highest good? This small group of friends at home. There it is. Ah, jeez. And this card just wants to keep coming out all day today. And also the online friend, I think was the other, or at a distance, long distance friend. Is this friend? Come on. Is this friend? Okay, that's clear, very clear right there. Okay, so the long distance friend, it says no need to worry. Yes, this person is for your highest good. Even if there are some kind of red flag behaviors or something that maybe this person has said or done recently that have kind of put you off, or maybe they just haven't been as connected to you recently because they've been busy, something like that, there's no need to worry. This connection will be in your life for a while. Crochet, how are you? Hello, right back to you. But as far as your friends that are your small group of friends at home, it says your trust. So I have a feeling most of these people in that group of friends are very trustworthy, but this to me is almost more you trusting your own intuition. If you feel one or a couple of them maybe aren't for your highest good anymore, trust your own intuition on that. But I think for the most part, most of these people are decent human beings and they are for your highest good to have them as friends right now. But let's just see if we can get some more information about all of that. Let's go over here to numerology. So these friends at home, small group of friends at home for the highest good, any information on that? So we have here communication is key. So just keeping in communication with these people, still being able to talk to them, hang out, that's going to really be key as to keeping these people in your life. Believe in the impossible here. It almost to me feels like you for a long time really thought, well, who would ever want to be my friend, or stuff like that. I think we all maybe sometimes at some point in life go through a phase like that. But you do deserve to have good, supportive friends in your life. Even if part of you still thinks, I don't deserve that, or, maybe you have a fear of people undermining you in some way, or, sharing your private thoughts, secrets that you've told them with others. Using your own judgment and trust with people is key. But also with that friend that's at a distance, it says luck is on your side. So especially if you haven't, heard from this person in a while, or maybe the depth of your conversations has kind of turned a little more shallow lately. One second. To me, it just feels like they have their own life stuff going on that, not to say, oh, they don't have time for you right now, but they're just, maybe you just got some stuff going on, but luck is on your side. This is a good person. This is a decent person for your ultimate highest good in friendship. And that's not to say that, you just knowing that you're supported and having these good friends, that could even bring you some new friends, some new connections. So let's just see if there's potential for that coming up. I do see it for sure. Whoa, we got a bunch that flopped out. But we got here, you and your loved ones are safe. So it is safe for you to, kind of put that vibe out there that I would love to have more close connection. I think you would really find the right people because you have a win-win outcomes forecast. So it's not only are these people for your highest good, them having you in their life is for their highest good as well. It's a mutual beneficial friendship. So I hope that resonates for you, Brittany F. There just may be one person in your local kind of friend group that you've kind of had mixed signals on before, or maybe you've given them multiple chances before, or maybe they've recently said something to you that kind of rubbed you the wrong way. Like that's kind of the vibe spirit showing me, like someone you kind of got your eye, like one, I can't do it, my brother can do it. One eyebrow's up, like, I got my eye on you. Like there might be one person in your local group that you maybe feel is kind of in the group because they're friends with someone else rather than because they're friends with you, something like that. But again, I don't think they're like ultimately out to destroy you or anything. I just think maybe they're just kind of along for the ride because they're friends with other friends or something. Take it as it resonates, but that's just what Spirit's showing me. So I hope that message was good for you, Brittany F. And I think Disha is next. Let me just double check. Yeah, Disha. And that's all the donations I have. So we'll take a free question mosh pit right after Disha. And then if we don't have any donations come in between now and then, I will just wrap it up for the day. Okay, so Disha, go ahead and post your question, my dear. Okay. You're so welcome, Brittany. All right, so Disha wants to know, how much does this Pisces, a May, hate me, his true feelings? Can you please use tarot cards? Yes. Okay, so let's get into the Light Seers Oracle, or Tarot, sorry. Light Seers Tarot deck. I always forget the name of this one. Okay. So for Disha, how does this Pisces feel? MA, does he hate me? What are his true feelings? Okay. So we do have the Seven of Swords coming out, which could be a card all about feeling deceived, or like someone had like worn some sort of false mask or lied, or there was some form of deception going on. I just also heard like taking off and like a thief in the night, like maybe one or the other of you guys ghosted each other. There's that vibe as well. I don't think he hates you, so to speak, but I think that he feels deceived in some way. Like there's some sort of deception. I don't know if it was just information. Maybe you didn't give him the full story of something, or maybe you had lied to him or tried to keep information from him. Oh, wow, now my left ear's ringing. Keep information from him so he wouldn't feel upset, but he found out anyway. That's the vibe I'm getting. Even if it's not that exact kind of instance that you went through with him, that's kind of the like emotions that would be brought up. Sometimes Spirit shows me things that didn't actually happen, but it's trying to convey an emotional message. Let's get some further clarification. We do have the Lover's card here. So this deception definitely feels like, okay, you were romantically involved or wanted to be, whichever one resonates. And then something was found out, or something was lied about, or a deception of some sort. And then the other person felt they needed to walk away. That's the vibe I'm getting. So let me know if that's what happened, so that I'm not barking up the wrong tree, because the Lover's card can go two totally different ways. It can be all about a love connection, twin flame, soulmate connection. It can also involve choices. It can involve sometimes deciding to end a relationship. When you pair that up with Seven of Swords, that is sometimes the case. So let me know kind of what the situation is. Unless you want a blind read, then that's totally fine too. Whatever you want. If you want more details, I might need just a bit of clarification on your end to get to the nitty-gritty for you. So for the Pisces, the feelings for the Pisces. Okay. So he still does have feelings for you, but whatever it was that transpired between the two of you, Disha, there's an emotional wound there, because the Queen of Cups is that emotional stuff. So I don't know if either of you are either Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Well, he's a Pisces, so that makes sense there. Or Cancer, if you have Cancer or Scorpio in your chart, if he further has Cancer or Scorpio in his chart as well. You never lied to him, but he thinks I have been a liar. Okay, so that could be the case. But what I see, that's the energy I was picking up. That's his feelings about it. So he was hurt in some way because of whatever he's concocted or someone has told him. I do feel, now that we say that, let's just see if this was an external source. Someone came to him with false information about you, Disha. Yeah. This is about illusion, hidden truth as well. The High Priestess can be about things hidden behind the scenes or beyond the veil. So I think someone came to him and gave him information that was not correct about you to try to get in between the two of you. And it looks to me like it worked. And he believed it. He bought a hook, line, and sinker. But he may have taken or made the choice to walk away from you because of false information. But he still does think of you. He still is very emotionally invested in your life or what happens to you. And I don't know if somehow, some way, he's deeply hurt. But when we broke up, we both hurt each other unknowingly. Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense too. But there was a lot of emotions running high, and now my left ear's ringing again. Sometimes that could be someone just in his ear, just giving him false information. A mutual friend of yours, or someone that was his friend. It feels like a female though. This to me feels like a female energy. One of his friends or somebody close to him that's a female that either was jealous of your connection with him or thought he could do better and took things into their own hands and lied. There's some feeling of, I think the deception is on this lady or girl's end because she wanted to get between the two of you, and it worked. It worked in her favor. But I have a feeling somehow, some way, she's going to be found out, or karma will be repaid to her for interjecting herself in something that had nothing to do with her. So you say, I believe I'm healing. I feel I don't hate him or carry any ill feelings for him. Yeah, his sister, like a friend. Okay, I feel I was almost like getting a motherly vibe from this lady. So the fact that it's his sister, that makes a lot of sense. She wants to protect him, but I don't think you're someone who needs protection from. I think she just kind of has her own mind made up that maybe he deserved better because she doesn't know you the way he knew you. But she made up things. She lied. She, fed him information. Or when he was having doubts about things, she really, fanned the flames of that. But ultimately, I think this was for your highest good, for your highest evolution with the Six of Wands. This is that victory card. So either you will be vindicated in his eyes and he will understand that the lies that his sister had told weren't real. He had been deceived. It was not your doing. Maybe him coming at you and accusing you brought out pieces of you and you said things you didn't mean because you felt attacked. Absolutely. And then in return, you retaliated or attacked him back. But I think somehow, some way, he will find out the truth and he will probably try to reach back out to you. I'm seeing that as one possibility. But another possibility would just be you deciding that, okay, yes, this happened. It was not a good outcome, and I'm sad it ended the way it did. But maybe you are choosing yourself to just move on, heal your own self, kind of go your own way for a while, and then maybe look out. Maybe not attack. Maybe that's not the right word. I'm just saying maybe you said things to him that because you were hurt that he would even think you could do whatever it is the sister told him you did or didn't do, that you said, how could you even, something you said. To me, it was something you said that triggered him into feeling emotionally wounded. I don't see you like physically hitting him, like attacking in that way. To me, he felt almost attacked by what you said. I should probably have rephrased that a little better. But ultimately, you are the one who is going to succeed here. Whether you just kind of go within, kind of go your own way. And I do feel that's where this is more leaning because she is by herself. But she's standing in front of a crowd of people and they're all cheering her on, like wanting the best for her. So to me, this is almost like you doing that healing, cutting the cords from this Pisces energy and moving forward for somebody who will believe you, who's not going to just believe someone else's word over yours for no reason. Let's just see the ultimate outcome between you and Pisces. Yeah, to me, the Queen of Swords is a pretty independent woman. And again, she's like looking to her future. For me, that's what this card represents. And pairing that up with victory, she's looking for someone who is going to kind of be her ride or die, someone who is going to believe her, because this Queen of Swords is all about communication. You're wanting someone who will communicate to you and not just believe somebody. You know what I mean? That's what you're looking for, I think, in a future potential partner. We both each other. I know it. I learned my own share of mistakes, but he feels he was all right and now accused me Felt hurt again. Yeah. And I don't know that you can ever talk him out of his hurt emotions surrounding what transpired or actually didn't, but he still believes happened between the two of you. Even if down the road he finds out the truth of it, it's almost like the fact that he felt hurt, you felt hurt, he's almost like, well, it's in the past. I feel bad now, but I'm just going to move forward. Like, I think that's what he's going to decide to do. So you probably taking that into your own hands, moving forward for yourself, doing any healing, cord cutting that you need to do with this connection with him. Ultimately, that will put you in a better path. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. This could just be you deciding, trying to juggle between two informations, or should I try to reach out to him? Should I just move forward? And again, moving on, moving forward, standing in your own glory, doing your own healing, I think is your ultimate best bet, because eventually you will level up to this more Queen of Swords energy where you are just taking no less than what you deserve. And that would be someone who would believe you over some other person, especially when these things that were said didn't actually happen, if you know what I'm saying. So, I put that in upside down. Oh, well. I will sort it out later. Hey, Dr. Lupo. Yes, Dr. Lupo will be live. How far from now? Are you going live at 6:30 Eastern? Is that what you're doing, or is it before that? I can't remember what you said earlier today. Let everybody know and link your channel so they can go get a reading from you today, because his readings are totally awesome. All right. So I hope that resonated for you, Disha, but I think you're overcoming and healing this so you can move on and just go a whole new way. When you finish, so whenever that is. Oh, cool. So you'll just be he's going to be going on right when I finish. So Disha was our very last donation. Let me just double check. If you had your heart set on a guaranteed reading today, you can always send a donation. Link for the PayPal's at the top of the chat or in the description box. Otherwise, I'm taking one more free question, Mosh Pit, and then I'm going to be signing off. You're so welcome, Disha. Thanks again. And we've been live 2 hours and 31 minutes, and I wanted to make it a shorter day. I have a lot of editing to catch up on. So much going on. Last week I had a full week of private readings scheduled, and this next week I've got another decently full week. I do have one time slot available. If you want to email me, if you have your heart set on a private reading with me, you can always email me for that information. Let me post my email. It's too many N's. That's my email, Amanda@dunphotodesign.com. You can email me for that. 6:30 Eastern time. That's when Dr. Lupo will be live on his channel, 6:30 Eastern time. Will we get your mom into her house this year? Oh, man. I love that question, Lori. Oh, I read it before I realized I was reading the free question Mosh Pit. I think we'll take that question and also someone else's. So go ahead and post your free questions. Go ahead and post them now. This is your last ditch effort, unless you want to donate and get yourself a guaranteed reading today, because I will not be live tomorrow during my regularly scheduled Sunday show because it is Easter and I'm going to be spending time with my family. But I will be live again, headaches barred, bearing the headache or not, next Wednesday, because headaches have kind of slowly lurked back into my life and I am not here for it. I don't like having headaches at all. Okay, so we're going to take Lori's question, and then I will intuitively select one of your other questions as well. So we will then also take Mama Monica, Brianna Degree's question. So those are going to be the last two questions that we're rounding the show out with. Otherwise, if you want a guaranteed question, donate, get your question, and we will finish with you. So let's go into Lori's question first. Let's go to the angel answers and then get clarity. So Lori wants to know if my mom, Mardell Kiefer, will be getting into her home in 2021. So when my mom watches the replay, her friend is over helping get her garden cleared out and ready for the year ahead gardening. So she's not watching live today, but she said she'd watch the replay. So this will be a fun surprise for my mom when she watches the replay. All right, will my mom, our duck keeper, be getting into her house in 2021, into her new home? Let's find out. Okay, wow. This is insane. So ask for help from others, and yes, a big yes. This is the biggest yes from the deck because there's one yes without the exclamation. This is the one with. So I think somehow, some way, we're gonna be able to do it this year, guys. With help from other people. Oh my gosh, I did not expect that. I thought it'd say, seek more answers, trust, all the stuff, wishy-washy stuff this deck likes to throw out. Well, Mom, that's pretty good. Pretty good validation that it might happen this year. Even if you're not moved in this year, like the planning to break ground will happen this year. I love that. I love that, Lori. Thank you. But let's just get a couple of cards guidance on what that might look like from the tarot. Get my duck keeper in her house this year. We got this one and this one. Wow, we've got the Knight of Swords and the King of Swords. So this is pretty fast action here, and this is the fastest knight right here. You're looking at him right here. So things may play out quicker and faster, and the build might go faster than she thought. I am definitely seeing, though, by the end, like more toward the end of the year rather than like next month or something. But with the King of Swords, this is someone who is able to really communicate. To me, this is representative of my brother. He is the one who's going to be refinancing his house to be able to build her house. And then he will make the payments on her house. And the money you guys are donating and helping give are going to be able to furnish her house with her appliances, her linens, her furniture, all the things she would need to be able to, fill a house full of things. I mean, currently she has some things, but not a lot because she can't store a lot in that little trailer that she currently lives in and has been living in for almost 2 years now. So I think it's going to be my brother's call ultimately because he is this King of Swords involved and carrying a contract on this and everything. But there is good news coming quickly from someone. So maybe the community somehow is wanting to get involved as well. I wouldn't count that out. Cool. Cool. I know, Dr. Lupo, you're calling me out. I need to do that. I really do. Also, something I've looked into, I haven't scheduled it yet. I don't know if you guys have heard of float. It's called sensory deprivation. I can't talk. Sensory deprivation tanks, where you are. Most of them are 10 inches of water with 10,000 pounds of Epsom salt, or 12 inches of water with 1,200 pounds of Epsom salt, to where you're literally floating on top of the surface of the water, and you're in this closed environment where it's dark and you can't hear anything, you can't see anything. After a while, you don't even feel your body. I definitely want to try that. We have one here in town I've known about for a while, but it's called float therapy, and I'm looking into doing that. I want to try that out, see what it's like, and maybe do a membership for that because I think that would help. That would help me with my meditation. Meditation has been really hard for me lately. I cannot turn my mind off. But when I am forced to be in silence with nothing to see, nothing to hear, nothing to feel, I'll be forced to get in that meditative state. Can't wait. I need it. Pushing myself out of the comfort zone. All right. So yes, Mom, we're excited for you. And Lori says, that's exactly right. Our community will get her in that house. Yes, we will. Oh, your son has done that so many times. Yeah, I want to try it. They even offer a membership it's like $70 per session, 1 hour session, or if you do a membership, it's $35 per time. So it's like 50% off if you have a membership. So I'm thinking I'll probably just do a membership and then not have to pay $70 right out of the gate, but pay for the membership and actually get it all 50% off. Because I'm pretty sure I'll love it. Like I already, Spirit's like, do it over and over. So I'm going to do that. Okay, let's channel Mama Monica for Brianna. We're going to go to the Spirit deck, and she's directing me over to Crystal Angels as well. So let's grab that one. Okay. Mama Monica, you are wanted at the door. Come on in. Whoa, that one flew. We have here study with a hair. Let me drop that. Okay. Study. Spirit has its own special way of letting you know that it's time to study again. From time to time, it's important to go back and learn, whether that's learning old things in a new way or learning something totally new. This is an opportunity to expand your mind. So your mom wants you to start studying something, start learning something, or if you're already on that track, if you've already decided to start taking on something or have been learning something, that has been with your mom's help, your mom's nudging. She's nudged you into doing that because you are leveling up, my dear. All right, what else does Mama Monica want Brianna to know? And I think if I remember right, Brianna, not that long ago when we channeled your mom, she had a message, something about Easter, around Easter time. Getting together. I can't remember the whole theme of the message, but something beautiful was going to happen for you around Easter time. And tomorrow's Easter, so time's a ticking on that. All right, what else? We've got deep emotional healing with the azurite. Look how beautiful that is. It's kind of washed out here, but beautiful blue crystal there. Okay, wow, your heart is ready to heal from past experiences, and you are willing to devote time and energy toward therapeutic care. Oh, wow, she's showing me too. She's showing me her heart beating, and then it just stopped. So it's almost like you're overcoming, because if I'm not mistaken, she did pass away from a heart issue, right? Heart disease, heart attack, heart something. She's letting me know, and her father passed away from the same thing. So it's like genetic. She's wanting me to let you know this is not going to happen to you. You are breaking that. Oh, wow, major chills. You're making a major change to clear and do some deep emotional ancestral healing to where you don't have to experience that. You're not going out like that. That's what your mom just said. You're not going out like that. You are healing that from your family line. She's showing me so anything you've had like worries about that, like wondering, will that be how I go out? Like what's going on? She's letting you know right now that's definitely not going to happen to you. You've risen above that lesson. You don't have to go out like that. Something big happened around Easter, and to pay attention to my dreams. Okay, that's right. Something about dreams. So what else? One more card from Mama Monica for Brianna. Yeah, unnecessary worry. So citrine, release the burden of worries by giving them to God for healing and solutions. So unnecessary worry, deep emotional healing, you're really overcoming some stuff. And to me, this does feel very tied to the heart, very tied to not just the heart, like, what we just channeled with your mom and all of that, but like the heart chakra. You're clearing a lot of past wounds, past traumas, guilt, ancestral stuff, like stuff from the ancestors that you're clearing so that your children, future generations, your siblings and their children don't have to go through these same things. And also with that citrine, that is that solar plexus chakra energy coming in hot. Release your burdens and worries by giving them to God for healing and solutions. So let's also grab you a chakra love message. Any further messages about any energy healing, chakra healing you can do to clear out this deep emotional stuff? Wow. So this is, when you get these cards, this is all chakras. Chakra balance, equilibrium. All things work best in conjunction with all things. So you really doing some chakra work, really clearing all those chakras and really getting them on fire, lining up really well. Maybe some of the stuff you're being called to study has to do with energy work, chakra work, clearing, yoga, something to do with that, something to do with either mind, body, soul connection or spirituality, your own energetic field. But the suggestions for crystals, I'll just read these off to you if you want to look into these crystals, which this one definitely has citrine on it, and you've got the citrine card, so I think that's a very big, powerful crystal for you to be working with. You've got clear quartz, amethyst, lapis lazuli, jade, citrine, carnelian, and smoky quartz here written out for you. So that's what we got from Mama Monica. Yeah, Lori's dad too. Aw. Yeah. Beautiful people. It's so good to know, though, that we continue on and we decide to sign up for new things. And, you know, we don't end. We keep incarnating. Sometimes we run with our same soul family members in a new life in a new way. Oh, wow. Oh, cool. Mama Monica's saying, yeah, don't worry, Brianna. We're going to be sisters in the next life. That's cute. Aw. We just finished our last reading, Kirsten. If you want to donate now, we will jump right into your reading if you would like that, because I'm about to sign off. So if you would love a reading, and it's good to see you. I haven't seen you in a hot minute. So good to see you at the new channel. I don't think we've read for you over here on the new channel. I just had to separate my live streams from my original channel because it totally killed the views on my regular stuff. So Spirit told me, get it out of there, get it on its own channel. You've got your awesome crew that will be there, so just take that leap of faith. And I did, and you guys were here. You followed me over, and I was so grateful. You found me. All right, so Kirsten, if you want to go ahead and donate, go ahead. Otherwise, those of you who missed the top of the show, if you already got a card pulled from the new Starseed Oracle deck that I have, if you already got your card from this at the top of the hour, please leave room for those who didn't get their card drawn to get a new card. So if you weren't here and didn't get a Starseed card earlier, please put in the chat Starseed, and I will get right into pulling a card for you. That will be fun. Just to round us out and wait, if Kirsten wants to donate, we can do that as well. So if you'd like a Starseed card, you weren't here at the top of the hour to get one, go ahead and put the word Starseed in the chat, and I will draw you a Starseed card. Ooh, Ah Crochet wants a card. Let's get a Starseed card for Ooh Ah Crochet. Here you have wisdom. See your adversaries as opportunities to expand your spiritual light. Awesome. All right. Anyone else want a card? I know we only have about 8 people here. Starseed for Adrian. Absolutely. Ooh, you have Earth Guide popping out. Your sacred calling upon this planet is to simply love and be loved. Cool, cool, cool. All right. Anyone else want a card? And my phone just lit up. What was it? Oh, we got some You Now activity going on. Oh. All right. Anyone else want a Starseed card? Go ahead and put it. Even if you were here earlier and you would like another card, because we're going to see if Kirsten wants to donate and give her some time to do that, go ahead and put Starseed in the chat. Even if I already drew you a Starseed card at the top of the hour, put Starseed anyway. We'll just give you another card for hanging out this whole time. That's your reward, I guess. Barbara wants a card. All right. You have choice. So by staying conscious in your thoughts, you guide your journey in the direction of choice. You may have a big choice coming up, choosing between 2 or more options. All right, Lori wants a card. Lori's been here the whole time. And you've got surrender coming on out. So surrender your need to control the outcome. Just be with life in this present moment. I can't remember what you got the first time around, Lori. I know that card came out for 1 or 2 people earlier. All right, anyone else would like a card? Go ahead and put Starseed in the chat. I don't see a donation coming through. Kirsten, were you wanting to donate and get your question? If so, let me know, and I will hold on for you. Otherwise, I think I will wrap it up for the day. Oh, Bratz Doll Cam. Let's get a card for Bratz Doll Cam. All right. You have wisdom as well. See your adversaries as opportunities to expand your spiritual light. Awesome. Okay, Robin wants a card. Let's get a card for Robin. And we'll get one for Michelle Lynn as well. So Robin, your card is release. Release anything that keeps you from your path of authenticity. Cool. All right. Michelle Lynn. You're so welcome, Bratz Doll. Absolutely. I don't think I've seen you before, so welcome. Or maybe you've come around before and I just never saw you. Okay, so Michelle Lynn, your card is advancement. A strong energy is propelling you forward. Follow the stirrings of your heart. I think we already know that beautiful new changes coming in your life, and you're advancing to something better. Man, I really don't want to butcher your name. Vabavi, however you pronounce your name. We're closing out the list here, but if you want me to pull you a Starseed Oracle, I can do that for you. Vabavi Shah. Let's get a card for Vabavi Shah. We've got here channel. You are a channel through which healing energy reaches the world. Beautiful. You are a healer, my friend, and a channel, most likely. All right. Anyone else? Anyone else? Kirsten, are you still here, my friend? I don't know. You just had asked if how long the list was, and then I don't think I heard back from you. So let me know, Kirsten, if you were planning to donate so that I can make sure I don't close out the live. But if you were just going to let it go, then I can just go ahead and close out my show. This fell out, so I think this is a collective message for all of us. We've got light. It is time to reveal your radiant light to the world. Let's do that, everybody. All right, guys. I'm not seeing Kirsten. I'm not seeing her. Maybe I'll just pull a couple collective cards just so I don't want to leave her hanging. If she's trying to figure out PayPal and it's taking a minute, I don't want to like have her donate and then, yep, check you later, everybody, and sign off. Like, I don't want to leave her hanging like that. So maybe I'll pull a couple collective cards for all of us. So if you have a question that you have in mind, you don't have to type it out. Just kind of have it in your mind, and I will pull a few cards for all of us and just see if this message will resonate with any question you have in your mind. We're going to go here to the Angel Messenger deck. All right. Anything that needs to come out for all of us still watching now or on the replay? What do we need to know right now, Spirit? We've got Crystal. Have faith and hope because there's something positive and new on the horizon that you can't see yet. Especially those of you who feel like this angel here. She looks a little sad, dejected, kind of hanging her head a little bit. So especially if you've been feeling kind of stuck or like, man, I don't know a way out of this or what's going on. Or maybe just feeling like nobody wants me around, just feeling alone. Just know that that energy is to shift. It's shifting because something positive is on the horizon you can't quite see yet. That positivity is waiting in the wings. So I'm gonna give Kirsten about 2 more minutes, so I can probably pull 2 more cards. So we also have Maya. Schooling, study, and education help your life's purpose and personal growth at this time. The angels will guide you and help you with this process. So schooling doesn't always have to look like you taking on a bunch of debt and going to a university. Schooling can be you getting a book from the library and learning something. I think some of you here in the chat, I know Michelle Lynn's still here and it definitely applies to her, but I'm seeing maybe 1 or 2 other people as well, are wanting to really learn tarot so that they can help other people. And of course, you don't have to go to a university to learn to do tarot. You can buy a tarot deck and just practice with it. You don't even technically need to read a book to get and learn tarot, but it can be helpful. Maybe getting a beginner tarot book, or I don't know what all tarot books do I even have? Got some here. Oh, I got a couple. This is the bulk of them. I think there's a couple. I got a bunch of tarot spread books. I got the old Mythic Tarot. This actually was in my mom's house fire. You can kind of see the dirty, look, the bottom. You can see where it was on the bookshelf. It kind of doesn't smell like smoke, but you can see it was in her house fire. I cleaned it up and brought it home because she just wanted to get rid of all of it. I think she was just devastated and heartbroken and just wanted to be done with everything. I also have the Tarot Bible, great book. It really breaks down each card and gives you key words and also like meanings and key phrases and all sorts of cool stuff. A good oracle deck that I recommend, well, one that to me is very easy to use and I can't get enough of, is called Moonology, and it's by, I always forget her first name, Yasmin Boland. Yasmin Boland. This is one of my favorite decks. I haven't had it that long. Like I have some that I've had a lot longer, but look how worn those edges are. I just use it so much. Also, let's see, another good one I recommend for new people. A lot of the decks I have are old ones by Doreen Virtue. They're no longer in print. But another really good one I enjoy and love is the Spellcasting Oracle. Who's this one by? I always forget. This is by, I can't read it from here, but it's called Spellcasting Oracle cards. They're sold by Hay House, printed by Hay House, but you can also buy them on Amazon. And I cannot read that tiny font this far away. Kent something maybe? I don't know. Spellcasting Oracle cards. They're easy to find if you type it in. I also have the Intuitive Tarot by Bridget Esselmont. She's got Biddy Tarot online. But this is a good book. I'm actually thinking of giving that to my sister because I bought it thinking this would really dive deep into something, but it basically told me a lot of what I already knew. Also, I have tarot for writers, which I'm a writer. Love using tarot for really creative projects, so there we go. That's what I did. Those are good ones that I've, at least gandered at. But if you're new at tarot, this one I definitely recommend. This was a little too beginner for me, I guess, because I have been doing this since 1997. But this would be perfect for beginners, or even if you're probably even years into this. That's not something you consistently do. You benefit from it. You learn a lot, I'm sure. All right, I think Kirsten has decked out, so I'm going to deck out as well, but I hope that message resonated. Let me actually just get one more to wrap it all up, for those that weren't interested in the whole tarot talk. All right. Oh, thank you for liking and subbing. I'm just now wrapping up Kalina, but this last card that I'm pulling is for all of us. So if you had a question in mind, this message might give you some guidance or clarity on that. But I will be live again Wednesday night. I normally do go live also Sunday, but of course tomorrow is a holiday on Easter, so I won't be on tomorrow. But this is our last final message for all of us here. We've got the Layla card. Spend time alone in nature, meditating about your desires and intentions, and ask the angels to help you gain a positive perspective. So basically, two of these cards were kind of people feeling a little low, a little depressed, a little down. And this is to let all of you know that beautiful times are ahead. Positive outcomes are on the horizon, and you just can't see them yet, but they are there. They are, spending time alone in nature, connecting to your own inner soul and all of that. That's really going to help pull you out of any depression and stuff you've got going on in your life, or just feeling stuck, even if you're not really depressed, but just kind of feel like life's really not moving forward very quickly. Things are about to shift collectively and on personal levels for many of us. So hold tight, we can do it. But yeah, thanks again for subscribing, all the new people here. Always a pleasure to see some new faces, and of course, always great to see those old faces. You guys are not old. Familiar faces, let's put it that way. Familiar faces as well. I love all of you guys. You guys really brighten my day, and it's just such a pleasure to be here to provide some answers for you, and also save up some money to help my mom get out of that camper and get some new appliances and stuff for her home. And all of you who are new, if you want to see where all your donations are going, down in my description box, I have a 3-part docu-series where I document the process of my mom's house fire, us going through the home, finding burned items, and also tearing the place down and all the emotions involved and just what that looks like. Even if you're just curious, well, what does a burned down house look like? You'll find it out on that 3-part series over on it's kind of my old writing channel that I just kind of use as a whatever at this point. I don't really upload over there anymore, but you can check that out over there if you want. Otherwise, I think I'm rambling at this point, so I'm going to go. I'm going to let you guys go enjoy the rest of your Saturday or Sunday, wherever you are in the world. But remember, about an hour from now, Dr. Lupo will be going live over on his channel doing crystal lithomancy or crystal tarot. He does also free oracle reads over there once in a great while between other readings. So I will copy the link for his channel. So in a little less, about an hour from now, roughly an hour, check out the free readings and also paid or donation readings over on Dr. Lipo's channel. Link is in the description. No, it's in the what do you call it? The chat. The chat. See, I've been here a while. I'm losing words. We're almost at that 3-hour mark, and I told myself today I want to stay below 3 hours so I can get more editing done and just be on top of next week, because I haven't even edited any of next week's videos because I had so many private readings on Zoom this week that I'm still blown away by how many people wanted readings. And I do have one private reading slot available for next week if you had your heart set on getting a private session with me. The email for that is, to get information and pricing, is this. Let me type it out. That's my email address. Also found in the description box as well. Worthy cause. I hope it all works out for you, new mom. When I can, I'll gladly donate. Oh, you're so sweet, Kalina. Well, you fit right in already. Such a kind heart. That's what this high vibe chat, or as I call them, the high vibe tribe, they're all about. Being kind and loving. Everyone here, we all support each other. We've formed many bonds and friendships here, so it's always good to have new people come in on that and just expand the soul family vibe we've got going on here. But I love you guys. I will be back on Wednesday night. Remember, headaches abound. If I'm having a major headache that night, I'll probably won't, but hopefully this won't last too much longer. It was really decently bad yesterday, but pretty decent today. So I think maybe I have it under control. It's just that headache right here. You've been having headaches right here at the base of the skull. There is this chakra called the Zeal chakra coming online for many light workers, star seeds, whatever you want to, old souls, whatever you want to label yourself as or not. That chakra's coming online, and that is direct communication to source. So good reasons for the headaches, but not very fun to have to go through the symptoms. But I love you guys. Thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, share, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you right here back at the Done Creative Live. And also on my main channel, we are hitting almost 10,000 subscribers on my main channel, which the link for that is the very first link in the description box below if you want to go do some intuition exercises to test your intuition. I have a playlist of 26 intuition exercises over there. And also plenty of pick-a-cards, very spiritual themed ones, lots of twin flame or loved themed ones, lots of life purpose and career readings, pick-a-cards over there. Go check out the whole backlog of things over there. Link for my main channel is in the description if you would like to check that out. And I love you guys, and I will see you soon. Wednesday over here, and Monday there will be a new pick-a-card going live. I can't remember which one it was. I think it's big changes coming your way. Pick a card going live on Monday on my main channel. So check it out, and I love you, and I hope to see you again. Bye.